What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you all doing today? It is Friday. Wow, man, the weekend is finally upon us. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that this was a long week. I don't know about y'all, but I felt like this was a long week. And oh boy, we have got so much news to talk about today, folks. Whew, I might get canceled. I'm just letting you know now. I might get canceled. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But we're gonna talk about some interesting things. We're gonna get into some sticky subjects. Um, so like hopefully we can all be mature. We can all have a sensible conversation tonight. And yeah, we gonna get into it. We are gonna get into it. So shout out to the replay gang if you are watching. I will do my best to make sure that in the description you should see the time marker. So if you just want to jump to a certain section, we could do that. And then hopefully, if I got some more time, I'll try and split out some of the sections of the video topics into separate videos, just in case if y'all don't feel like skipping through. Either way, I'm just happy that y'all are here watching one way or another. Did want to get some quick shout outs. Shout out to the homie, the vet, Brooke Shears. Thank you, ma'am, so much for your $2 Cash App. Thank you to my homie, Lawrence McCad. Thank you, brother, for the $5 Cash App. And thank you also, Alicia, for the $5 Cash App as well. I really appreciate you. Sorry I couldn't shout you out last time, but I want to make sure you get your shout out today. What else do I need to say? So just quick little housekeeping. There may or may not. Now we already know the What If series is done, so I don't believe we have anything scheduled for Wednesdays. Not until Hawkeye starts up, which I think is in a couple of weeks. But we might not have a Friday live next week. Now, let me just explain. Next weekend is the birthday weekend for my boo thing, my booger sugar, my 100 bunches of oats with a little caramel syrup on there. Yes. Mrs. E-Man has her birthday weekend coming up, and I got your boys got to go all out. I mean, she done did some things for me for my birthday, so I gotta return the favor. Actually, I'm very competitive. I like to outdo her. Like I try and let her do a little something for my birthday, and I'm like, oh man, that's so great. I'm about to tear this up on your birthday, boy. I'm about to get you with the gifts and the parties, and I'm about to I'm just competitive like that. I like to shower her with just all the appreciation that I can, because she is just an awesome blessing in my life. So I wanted to make sure that weekend is going to be devoted to her. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'll have some time to do a Friday live, or maybe it'll be a Saturday live. I don't know, but I'm just preparing y'all. If y'all don't see nothing, and of course you should be following me on social media because I keep y'all updated. If you don't see any announcements, if you don't see anything, you know where I'm at, hanging out with Mrs. E-Man. So just wanted to kind of give you guys that heads up now. That weekend is going to be reserved for her. All right, let's get some quick shout outs to see who is in the house. Ooh, we're going to have such a juicy time tonight. Ooh, it's going to be so fun. All right, let's see who's here. Stephanie Garnett, let's go. We got the vets already kicking it off. Come on, back-to-back vets. Come on, let's go with it. Oh, Rim 17, back-to-back. Oh, hold on. SJ Evans, look at that, back-to-back vets. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see y'all ladies in the house. T Cox is in the building. Always a pleasure to see you. Let's see. Alib is in the house. Good to see you always. Who else is in here? Connoisseurs is in the house. Thank you so much for showing up. Nia, what's up? Glad to see you again. Hold on, I'm scrolling. Wait. Ooh. JoJo's in the house. JoJo, I like that. Oh man, I am such a JoJo fan. Shout out to JoJo. Oh, it's Miss Harper. What's going on, Miss Harper? Yes, indeed. Y'all know we couldn't have a real live chat without Miss Harper in the building. Good to see you, ma'am, as always. Let's see who else is in the building. Wait. I think I saw him. Davion's in the house. Thank you so much for showing up. Appreciate you. My man Eric is in the house. Yes. I was just reading some of these comments. Too funny, too funny. Nelson's in the house. What's going on, brother? My man D Steele's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see who else made it tonight. I know people gonna be coming in late. That's okay. That's okay. Queen Bee's in the building. What is going on? Happy Friday to you. There go the homie. There she go. Brooke Shears. What's going on, ma'am? My man Paul's in the house. Oh, my man Mike. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Lonnie, how are you? Good to see you as well. Angel Green is in the building. Love to see it. My main man, Eric Shaw. Let's go, brother. Good to see you. You already know. Oh, ER's grandpa. Let's go. Good to see you as well. Let's go. Oh, wait, there she goes. Diane Mitchell. Yes. I'm glad to see you. Well, listen, we're going to get into that. We are going to get into that. Oh, my goodness. If you have not watched the Netflix special, I would strongly encourage that you watch Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, The Closer, before we get into the topic, just so you understand the context and everything. But yes, we are going to talk about that for sure. Kimberly's in the house. Good to see you. My man Cedric, what's going on, brother? Let's see. Optimus Fine is in. I love that name, Optimus Fine. That is so dope. Good stuff. Marcy X is in the building. Let's see. Wait. I see my man Nathan's in here. What's going on, bro? Let's see. Oh man, I done skipped a couple people because y'all started coming in and snuck up. Y'all came through the back door. Okay, that's all right. My man Dre Max Show is in the building. Yes. Comic. Okay, what's going on? V is in the building. I'm trying to get everybody as much as possible. King Turtle's in the house. My man Eddie is in the house. Wilbur's in the house. Tiffany's in the house. Let's go. Funky is in the house. Come on now. Oh my gosh, I love it. Wait. Didier, what's going on? Profess, what's up? Kristen Pratt. Oh, hold on. Man, y'all make it so hard. I can't go on without saying what up to my man Chief. What up, Chief? HL's in the building. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. In the vet. Big Mo is in the building. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. HL, what is up? Okay. Let me jump. Hey, listen. We live in turbulent times. You never know. I don't know. Somebody might cancel me. I don't know, because I might say some things after this show. Oh, this is a whole lot of canceling that's going to be happening in this. We got a lot to talk about. So let me hurry up. Shout out to everybody else. Shout out to the replay gang. Let's get to the first quick question here. Kimberly, thank you so much. Tis I, Loki gang. Oh, okay, Kimberly. Okay. You got to keep Mrs. E feeling fab. We'll be fine for a few days without you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know, it'd be like breaking my heart. I'm like, man, I want to do the live, but this is E, man. And, she does kind of come first. So, but yes, I'm glad that y'all be able to be cool. I appreciate y'all regardless. If I can sneak away, I will try. But if not, don't worry. We'll just follow up with something better later on. So yeah, we'll definitely work this out one way or another. Okay, let's see. Hold on. There to go. Dre Max Show, let's go. Happy birthday, Ms. E-Man, aka E's Booger Sugar. Thank you so much, brother. I will make sure to pass that along. I don't know if she's watching right now. She's out there getting all fine-eyed, getting her hair did and all that good stuff. It's, man, look, quick funny story. She called me up just out of the blue. She just called me and she was like, because she took the kids with her, and she was like, we not coming back. And I was like, damn, ever? Like, you just not gonna come back? And she was like, no, stupid, I just meant we not coming back right now. I was like, well, you said it just sounded like you left me, like you stepping out. I don't know. Anyway, that's just how we joke. Anyway, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I am Christian. Let's go. What's up, E-Man? Team Feminist. The day special was nice. Agreed. Yo, it's layered. Ooh, when I tell you listen, we gonna get into it. Trust me, we are going to get into that whole show. Shaun, what's going on? Happy birthday, Mrs. E. Also, am I a vet yet? Come on now. Of course you a vet. Yes, indeed. Yes, you are. For sure, you definitely a vet status. Thank you so much for your contribution and just showing up all the time. Yes. Hey, by the way, that's all it takes to become a vet. All it takes is just keep on coming back. Hopefully if I keep seeing you and recognize you, then you on vet status, but a lot of y'all already on there, so it's all good. It's not that hard to be a vet. As long as you just come on back and we see you, that's all that matters. Thank you so much. Tiffany Lane, happy birthday, Mrs. E, man. Mrs. E, and don't ever try to do a live on her birthday. That will not go well for you, Tiffany. Let me tell you something. I would never, okay? I would never, ever do something. That's a violation. I can't do that. No, I would not do that. You right. You all right. You right. Okay, let's go. All right, we got to get to the first topic. We go, you know how we do it in here. We gonna go through some light news, get a little bit of the bad stuff out the way, then we gonna get to the juicy stuff. All right, so first up, boy, this COVID ain't really going nowhere, is it? So Los Angeles is now requiring that COVID-19 vaccinations for movie theaters, concerts, and restaurants. Yikes. So LA is basically passing an ordinance that it ain't about just wearing a mask. It ain't about just, having a negative test. You need to show proof of that vaccination. So, and that's not just, concerts, restaurants. This is for movie theaters too. So, hey, it's related. I'm not just going to come on here talking about public health for no reason. It's movie related. So, the reason why I was thinking about this though was I was like, man, I could kind of see this becoming a potential trend. I could see other states, other cities potentially getting to the point where they'll do this. Now, ever since the federal government was like, you know what, we gonna do this policy for all of our federal people and stuff, it was like almost immediately right after that, everybody else started doing it. My own full-time job was like, hey, you either get that shot or you're shot. You're out. So it's getting tough out there. It is getting very, very tough. And from what I'm seeing, unless you have a legit medical excuse from a doctor or some sort of religious exemption, and it can't just be, oh, I read my Bible and I'm going to interpret this text as this. No. You got to have like a long standing within that religion's practice to get that exemption. Like, it's a lot of stuff. But outside of that, they are applying pressure. I don't know. Listen, y'all already know. I've been on the record by saying I don't really care what y'all choose to do. What you do with your body is your personal business. What you do with your health is your personal choice. I don't have an issue with people, whether you want to get vaccinated or whether you don't. I've said very clearly, the more important thing is that y'all are informed as possible. Don't go looking anything up and believing anything you see. Don't go trusting any old person you see on YouTube. Don't go trusting any old government official. Don't go trusting any old person that says, hey, I'm a doctor. Like, you need to verify information, verify facts, verify and scrutinize sources. Look at that stuff. That's how you do research. I've told y'all that before. Looking up and research ain't the same thing. Just be sure whatever you decide to do, you are as informed as possible and prepare for whatever consequences around society. And unfortunately, this is starting to spill into things like restaurants, theaters, and concerts and so forth. So where you personally lie, like I said, it's up to you. But one way or another, we're going to have to adapt. People are going to have to adapt. Whatever you choose, you're going to have to adapt. Whether it's fair or not, I think that there can be an argument made in different ways. I mean, let's say you don't want to be vaxxed. Well, if you take all the proper precautions, social distancing, keeping yourself isolated, maybe masking up, whatever, probably isn't an issue. Can you still do your job that way? I don't know. Some people can, some people can't. Let's say you want to be vaxxed. Does that mean you got to ridicule people that don't want to be vaxxed? No, it doesn't. Does that mean that you are granted immunity from ever catching the virus? No, it doesn't. Like, it's so many different things that you can argue on both sides, but one way or another, it is absolutely spilling in to our regular things to have us just kind of go back to normal. Like, I don't even know if there's going to be a normal. I'll be very honest with you. I be going to the theaters now and I'm like, where's the hand sanitizer? Like, where is it? You know, like I be going to restaurants sometimes and people, the waitress be coming in talking over my food. I'm like, don't be talking over my drink, please. You know, like, it's just, it's gonna be a long time to adjust. A long time. I don't know. It's gonna be some things. All right, let me get this real quick. My man Puma Lee, let's go. Just wanted to say hi to Freaking Fridays family. I'm packing for my trip to Disney World. All of you, love all of you. I know I'm a Friday vet. Yes, Puma Lee. Yes, indeed. Yes, you are. Thank you so much, and enjoy your trip. I wish I could say more, but I can't. But enjoy your trip. I'm jealous. But yes, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Didier, what's going on? Hold up. Anyone can be a vet. You mean I went to Nam for nothing? No. You a vet. That's a vet. And by the way, thank you for your service. I've always said, anybody that's braver to do something than I can do, you got my utmost respect. So thank you for your service. And please don't get it twisted. You are a vet and you are e-vet. So trust me, you got both statuses. You are all good over here. Thank you so much, Didier. Appreciate you all day. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Let me grab these. My man Mambo Jazz, hey man, I'm just spreading some love. Thank you so much, brother. Don't have time to watch the live, gotta go play a show. Peace. Hey, thank you so much. By the way, I peeped. I listen, I was a little bit of a Instagram creep. I'm sorry, I apologize. I peeped a little bit of your videos, man. Y'all, hey, he's not named Mambo Jazz for nothing. I saw the man on his little jazz flute. He was doing his little thing on Instagram. I was like, okay, brother, out there with what? You was with the presidents and stuff. Man, go ahead and go do that show. Go ahead, brother. Good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Catch the replay. I'm pretty sure you'll have a good time one way or another. Let's go. Kimberly, let's go. Why are people so mad? You want your kids to go to school. They need certain vaccines. These Facebook MDs are literally killing people. It's very sad. I agree with you. I mean, the biggest problem I've said is misinformation and the lack of critical thinking. People are taking information and the information can be bad and people are believing it, or people are taking information and they're not critically thinking it through and they're just accepting it only because it confirms their bias. You want to be so skeptical of anything that you believe. I mean, listen, even my own personal faith, I'm a Christian, my own faith, I did not get to my faith until I scrutinized it and I was a skeptic first. I had to put it through the rigmarole and the challenges and ask the hard questions. And once I went through that, I was like, okay, I'm cool with my belief. It was the same thing with anything else. Like when it comes to the virus, y'all got to be scrutinizing everything. Doesn't mean you shouldn't trust everything. It doesn't mean you should trust everything either. Just be skeptical enough to get to a valid conclusion. But oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, there were so many things we could have done better. I mean, we could have shut the country down. Government could have just given everybody a big enough stimulus to hold us over for like 2 months. You know, kind of like how other countries did when other countries were able to go play outside during the summer and we was locked down the whole time. I'm sitting there like, why don't y'all just, if you lock everything down, let this stupid virus die out, keep everybody covered financially so we don't like just die economically, and then we could be all right. Oh my goodness, so many things. But I'm not a politician. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Let's see. Derek Gaines, what's going on, brother? Here in Cincinnati, you have to show a vaccine card for concert venues, but all the sport venues are not asking for that. Yeah, it's tough. I've seen a lot of those football games, college football, you know, and all that. Folks just be out there like reckless. They just like, yo, whatever, you know. And it's sad because the messed up thing is you also have people who are out there, unfortunately, lying. You have people out there faking vaccine cards. And it sucks. It sucks because it's kind of like, we can't even have that. Like the trust is just being violated on so many sides. And it's sad. That's why I say be as informed as you can and protect yourself and do whatever is best in your, for your specific situation. Because unfortunately, society as a whole, we're not coming together enough. We're not coming together to do what needs to be done. And unfortunately, this whole thing is lagging way too long, in my opinion. But thank you so much. Let's go. Mambo Jazz. New York City has had what LA is doing for almost 2 months already now. Yes, that is true. I got a homie out there in New York, and he complains to me almost every day about what's going on in NYC. So yeah, I feel you on that. Thank you so much. Let's see, my man John Robertson, what's going on? If they do it on every theater in our country, Disney Plus really gonna get paid. Possible. It's definitely possible. I think personally, I think everything is going to depend on what the event is. If there's a certain event and people really want to go see it, I think people will go do what they need to do. It's the same thing, like I said, going to work. I'm not about to risk my entire full job and my family and our house and everything just to be like, I don't want to get vaccinated, so I'm not going to do it and get fired. No, man. Like, all right, man, just whatever. Like, now, that's not why I personally got vaccinated. I got vaccinated because I actually did research and I weighed the pros and cons, and I made a decision that was comfortable for me. So that was why I did it. But I can understand other people getting pressure one way or another. And it's just gonna be what it is. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I just hope people kind of like just get together. I hate the fact that it's a political issue. To be straight up honest with you, I do not like the fact that when it comes to public health, this is something like, a virus don't care what side of the political aisle you on. A virus ain't gonna be like, Democrat, but let me get some of that Republican. They don't care. Like they don't care. It's like, come on, man. We just gotta do better as a society, man. That's all. I like I said, we need some peace and some tranquility and kill all these stupid viruses. I'm tired of them. I'm sick of it. All right, Alejandro, let's go. Sorry I'm late, E-Man. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, it's all about education. Don't listen to them goons on YouTube saying nonsense. Stay safe. Listen, and I don't even want to put YouTubers on down either, because there are some medical professionals, some scientists that are on YouTube doing messages. It's about looking at what is being said and where the information is coming from. If somebody says, 25% of blah, blah, blah did that, go look that up. Go look it up, because people misconstrue stats all the time. If somebody says, according to this study, go look at the study. Don't just take what they say. Go look at it, and challenge yourself. If somebody said, and I'm gonna admit, I'll be real with y'all. When they started talking about the history for black folks and vaccines and the medical and the government stuff, I had hesitation too. So what did I do? I took my hesitation and I challenged it by doing further research and seeing about the racial issues. So whatever you're hung up on, challenge it. Don't feed your confirmation bias. Challenge yourself, and maybe you prove yourself right. Maybe you prove yourself wrong. At the end of the day, you should care more about the truth than your personal feelings if you're wrong. So I'm just saying, thank you so much, Alejandro. Man, y'all got me on here in a whole COVID rant. I ain't want to do all of this. My man Mike, what's going on? First, I want to take this time to shout out to the E fam. Yes, indeedy. I feel like I know some of y'all, and y'all the real MVP too. But happy birthday, E1Man. Yes, indeed. Hey, let me tell you something. Y'all make sure y'all go join that Discord. The Discord be popping with the E fam all day, every day. I be seeing y'all just in there kicking it. I love it. It is a real legit community. And y'all just be holding each other down as well. It is such a beautiful thing. I never would have imagined y'all would have been this cool for a little black YouTuber like me. Like just the fact that y'all come in here just to listen to me ramble and talk about stuff, but then y'all find each other and have like an even better experience. Oh my gosh, that makes me feel so good. But yeah, I mean, like we see each other like every week at this point, so it's definitely an E fam for sure. Thank you so much, my man Marcus J. Let's go, brother. I love the argument Dave made evoking Daphne. Comedians have a way of turning the mirror right back at you and realizing the hypocrisy in today's society and our own bias. He's a critical tactician. Yes, I agree with you. There's a little bit of an issue though with that, but I will get into that a little bit later when we get on that topic. But yes, you are on point, but that's still layers. It's still layers. We got to talk about that later on. Thank you so much. Angel, thank you. Happy personal New Year, B-Day. Mrs. E-Man, thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. Let's go. Teramato, let's go. Can't wash. Can't wash? You can't wash. Hey, man, don't be doing the Jake Gyllenhaal now. Come on now. I'm assuming you just can't watch tonight. But I watched the replay, all good. But go wash yourself. I'm just saying, wash your hands, wash your booty, do some things, bro. All right, thank you so much. Let's go, Puma Lee. Let's go. I work at New York headquarters or HHC testing site. I had COVID last year. And I was inspired to pay it forward. It took me a year of prayer before I got the vac. I see people testing positive every day. It's a real thing. Yes. Sorry to hear that you had to deal with that. I mean, one of the reasons I kind of went ahead and did it was because unfortunately, I know people firsthand who were hesitant, caught the virus, and they're suffering. I know people that family friends who passed away. To me, it was kind of like, yeah, the things I was worried about with the vaccine don't even compare to the things I'm worried about if I actually get it. Them long-term issues, people getting brain fog. I don't know if y'all heard D.L. Hughley was talking about it when he caught it. He still was suffering stuff. The psychological paranoia. There are so many things that this virus does to people after the fact, months after you get over it, months after your immunity and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to play those games. What you mean? What the vaccine gonna have me sick for like a day, but I get better? I'll be okay. I'll take that versus the unknown long-term nonsense. I don't want to play that game. That's me. Y'all do what y'all do. Whatever you comfortable with. I'm not telling you to do whatever. I told y'all go do your own research, but I'll be real with you and tell you, what worked for me. But my goodness, hey, thank you so much, Puma. I appreciate your comment and the donation. Thank you so much. Let's go, Tyrant. Let's go. This is research not tested for impairment of fertility, carcinogenic potential, and mutagenic potential. That's all I need to know to not put that stuff in my body. That's what all snaps. Okay, hey, all good. If that's your research, if that's what you are comfortable with, do what's best for you and your body all day. Thank you so much. Sharon, thank you so much. Hey, E, appreciate you. No, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate you. You already know. Let's go. Ron Frazier, let's go. Enough. I've had it with this virus in this work. Man, listen, bro. We are on the same page. I'm so tired of it. When I tell you, I cannot wait until it is done. Oh, bother me. Okay, now I think we're good. Let's move on to the next topic. Oh, dang it. Let's get this over with. Venom 2 made a lot of money in the theaters. About like $100 million in the box office in 5 days. Ties Shang-Chi for the fastest during the pandemic. Yes, people are paying for this movie. Personally, I think people are paying for it not because of the quality of it. I think people are paying for it because they heard so many other people why are we talking about this? They heard so many people talk about how bad the movie was. So they was kind of like, oh, well, let me go see it. And it's kind of like I told y'all, Venom 2 is a car wreck. It is a car crash. You can't help but to be like, well, how bad is it? You want to slow down and see. You want to see it. And I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all what was going to happen? People going to watch it after hearing all that news. This happens every single time. Every time a movie gets trashed early, this waves of people. You get the very, very early wave that go and watch a movie. That's bad. And they be like, they try and make all these excuses because they don't want to lose the access for the next movie like Spider-Man. They don't want to lose that red carpet access. So they like, oh yeah, this is a fun movie. Okay, that's the first wave. Then you get the second wave, which is usually, the people that have a little bit more access than the average folks, yours truly. And we kind of look at this like, what were y'all talking about? No. And then you have the third wave. That's when everybody else goes and see it. Most people that see it on Thursday night, initial viewings, and they be sitting there like, this is rough. Then you have the fourth wave of people. After they done heard the first reactions, the second, then the third, they hear how bad this is. What do they always say? It wasn't that bad. It's always it wasn't that bad, people. And the thing is, you have to realize the only reason why you think it wasn't that bad is because your expectations got lowered to a very low point. If everyone had low expectations, nothing would be that bad. That's what it's like. If we had zero expectations, you can't get disappointed. And you just go sit there and ignore all the bad stuff. You're going to ignore all the things and be like, well, they said it was like terrible, but it wasn't as terrible because your imagination went off with you. Oh my gosh. It's a whole thing. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, but yes, this movie made money, which means I hope it just stole. I just want to slow down. I don't like rewarding mediocre effort. That's just my personal. I don't like rewarding this because it's the same thing that happened with the first Venom. When it made so much money, the studio had no incentive to actually care to make the second one better. They was like, oh, basically, here's what I'm just telling you. I haven't been in the boardroom, but I bet you this is what they saying, the execs. The people are dumb enough to go ahead and pay for this. Man, just put whatever out there. We gonna make money anyway. That's not how it goes with any other movie. You know good and well if it was Dune, The Matrix, or whatever big time movie, they'd be like, hey, we got to make sure that this movie is legit. Let's check the sound. Let's check the acting. Let's check the editing. We can't just throw out anything out there because this movie is going to be legit. But if folks keep putting that money out there, they gonna give you what you pay for. They're gonna give you what you pay for. And for me, yes, call me a comic snob, a black nerd snob, whatever. I feel as though every single comic book movie should come 110%. Because if the comics were good enough to inspire a movie and get hundreds of millions of dollars to be put behind it, the least you can do is give us a decent script, a good writer, a good director, some decent acting. That's literally the least you can do when you got brand name talent and a whole lot of money back there. Oh man, I don't want to talk about this no more. All right, let's see. Let's see. My man Tyrant's back at it. Thank you so much. I've had the COVID and I kicked its butt. Hey, good for you. No long-term effects for you. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. It doesn't cause these issues in every person who gets it. That is also very true. But I love how you let people make their own decision. And that's y'all need to, like, absolutely, please make your own decisions, weigh your own risk and stuff, and do what you got to do. But thank you so much, and I'm very happy to hear that you are doing well. Thank you. Let's see. Have you seen my review? Go look at my review. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all still want to do it. We could do the Venom spoiler after this if y'all want to. So if y'all want to still do the Venom spoiler, like when we get done, then let me know and we'll do that at the end of this. Let's go. Tyrant, thank you so much for the back-to-back. Let's go. Hold on, let me catch up. Okay. How did Venom 2 make so much money? Is this going to encourage Sony to make more crappy movies? I hope not. They need to save their bread. Yes, it will. I guarantee you. Yes, it will. And the more people keep paying for it to see how bad this is. Listen, if you ever hear a movie is really, really bad, if you just ever hear it, and let's just say you're still interested in it, just wait. Seriously, just wait. Watch it on streaming, and that way you really can have a better time. I'm not saying you're going to have a good time, but you have a better time because you invested less and you maximized your enjoyment level, and you're not rewarding studios for things that are not that good. Okay. And again, I've said this in my review. Don't come on here talking about, but it wasn't supposed to be award level. No. You get $100-something million on a movie, you better come correct. You ain't got to be an Oscar award winning movie, but you better be correct. You better have some lines that ain't from 2001. You better have some comedy that actually makes sense and isn't like remedial for 5-year-olds. Like, come on now, stop it. Don't do this. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm getting worked up again. Thank you so much, Tyron. I appreciate you. Derek Gaines, my man, with that money, it will be part 3 soon. Venom versus Listen, I will fight. Listen, I will fight. I'm telling you, dude. Thank you so much. My man Mike, what else did we have to watch? I saw your review. It's like, I'm going to still go see it. Plus, that's me and Junior. Hey, listen, you go, obviously, y'all know I'm joking most of the time. Y'all can go watch whatever y'all want to watch. If you wanted to go see Venom 2, it ain't for me to tell you not to go see it. I'm just saying, I don't like the after effect of the fact that the companies are not putting the effort behind it. I'm like, yo, I could see with the first Venom, y'all didn't know if it was going to be that successful. You kind of half-assed it just a little bit. Because the first one is definitely better than the second one, in my opinion. And I didn't even care for the first one. At least put some more effort in the second one. The fact that you saw that it made so much money, at least take it seriously. The same way you're going to take Spider-Man seriously, or at least you're going to try. Just do that with Venom 2. Man, it didn't feel like they tried with that one. I'm sorry. But I'm glad you and Junior had a good time. I'm very, very happy that little man had a good time. Let's see. Shaun, thank you so much. I almost paid for Venom because of the end credit and then said, nah, I'll pass $10 for a scene. No, good idea. Not to mention the post-credit scene leaked online anyway. Man, so terrible. Thank you so much. Let's see. Marcus J, thank you. The Eminem verse wasn't tracking as hard in Venom 2 that it was in the first one. Facts. Everything just slowed down. The first one popped. Yep. Facts on facts. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Yeah, that Venom, the Venom cut from Eminem on the first one was definitely so much better. Let's go. Kano, let's go. I'm with you. I don't encourage bad behavior. I'm waiting for streaming. Venom is being wasted, but it's hard to make Venom with no Spider-Man. Yeah, it is, but they want money. They wanted money, so they did what they did. All right, let's move on. We got the next topic up. This is gonna be a quick one. You know what? Listen, y'all know how much we talk about reboots, sequels, remakes, and Hollywood just running out of ideas and stuff like that. And you know what? You got Edgar Wright, who came out, he did the Shaun of the Dead, and he was talking about the sequel. And I actually appreciated what this man said. He basically gave a reason why there was not a Shaun of the Dead sequel. He said, I haven't gone back to horror comedy because with Shaun of the Dead, I felt like I had said much of what I wanted to say with that movie. It's difficult to return to that even as a producer. Let's see what else. He says, sometimes I get sent films. People want to make the next Shaun and want me to come aboard as a producer, but I find it difficult to cover the same territory again. Let me tell you something. The reason why I really like this, and I agree. Some people are like, man, yo, Shaun of the Dead was funny. It was cool. We can use a sequel. I'm not mad at that if the sequel was made, to be honest with you. I like Shaun of the Dead. But my problem is more the fact that what I like here is the fact that he's not forcing it. Don't force these things just because, if you don't have any good ideas, stop. Because at the end of the day, and I think I could speak for the people. I think I could speak for the people on this. We are willing to wait for something as long as it comes out better or good, right? Think about Sonic. They delayed Sonic because of what? Because we were sitting here like, hey, that character design y'all got is scary and it's whack. Go fix it. They was like, okay, we gonna take a couple more months. We gonna delay the release and we gonna put some more money into it to make it better. And what happened? We waited, we got it, it was better, and the movie was successful. I don't care how long it takes to make something as long as you make it fantastic. Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whenever y'all come out, I'm not gonna be mad because I'm assuming that Cameron is out there cooking. This man is cooking like it was Thanksgiving, and he's just like, yo, y'all just gonna have to wait. We hungry. We've been sitting here for like 4-5 hours for this turkey, but he's like, yo, I gotta marinate this sucker. Y'all gonna have to wait. All right, man, look, let me just go get some crackers, hold me over. I don't know. So listen, I just respect the fact that Edgar Wright had enough sense to kind of be like, look, I ain't got no ideas right now. I did what I did with the first movie. I'm gonna chill on this and I'm gonna wait. I love that, and I totally appreciate that he did that. And I kind of hope that more Hollywood execs do this kind of stuff, more directors, more producers, rather than just saying like, hey, you know what'll get us money? This. Just do it. I don't care what time, just do it. Chill out with all that. All right, thank you so much. Let's see, what do we got here? My man Nelson, how they portray Carnage in the movie, I probably see it when it's one of those streaming channels. Yes, very good idea. In my opinion, it's a very good idea to wait and stream it. But thank you so much, Nelson. Appreciate you. Let me see. Yes, it would be awesome for sure. Yes, I totally respect him as well. If y'all have not, by the way, if y'all have not seen Shaun of the Dead, go watch it. Like, it's still good. It's still good. So anyway, let's see. Oh, wait. My man Buzz in the house. Well, hell, I want to see the Presidents versus the One Above All. DC tried to end MCU just to throw some stuff against the wall. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a long time until we get to that point. I'm just saying that it's gonna take a long time. I don't think we're gonna get close to that for at least 10-15 years, if I'm just guessing, because they got to prep the people's mind for that stuff. All right, let's get on to the next topic. Thank you so much, Buzz. I appreciate you. Let's see, somebody in the comments. Squid, yep, that is the case. So I'm glad y'all sitting here talking about Squid Games, because that's the next topic. Let's see. Now I don't know, did we talk about Squid Games? I don't know if we did or not, but I did end up watching it, just in case if we didn't talk about it. I liked it. I know some people were probably not. Hold on, let me see. Squid Game review. All right, let me just give you the review right now. Look, we here now. Let's do it. So my quick take on Squid Games. First of all, I've already enjoyed. Yeah, we did talk about this already in the previous live, but I'll give you a quick recap again. I've already enjoyed Korean, Asian films and stuff, and the TV shows. I recommended Liar Game. That is absolutely a great show to watch. I think they made it a movie, but I would recommend the live action show. I will not spoil Squid Games here, but I would say that it's interesting to me that people are catching on to it now, because Netflix has dropped a lot of other shows that are very similar to Squid Game, like Alice in Borderland, for example. Go check that out. Sweet Home. There are a lot of similar things that you can go watch as well. And the thing is like, when you watch one, I hate to say this, but when you watch one, you've kind of seen them all. The character types, the twists, all those different things, they're not as shocking for people that have seen these type of shows before. So for me, I appreciated it, and I'm just really happy that more American audiences are seeing this, because I kind of feel like, and shout out to all the blurs out there from back in the day when you was watching anime before everybody else, and then all of a sudden people come up to you and be like, hey, have you heard of this Dragon Ball Z? And you like, come on, man. Come on. Have I heard about Dragon Ball Z? So it's very interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on. You never seen Parasite? Please do yourself a favor. Upgrade your life. Go watch Parasite. Watch it. It is fantastic. I actually have a review of it, spoiler free, of course, on my channel. Parasite is fantastic. Listen, Train to Busan. Go watch it. Parasite, go watch it. Oh my gosh, Squid Games was also good. I had to go say that, because I did not want nobody sleep on Parasite. Parasite is fire. You do have to deal with subtitles, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. But let's see what else with Squid Game. So here's the thing: I will kind of warn people about. It is graphic. Only if you're a little squeamish about violence. It's not, in my opinion, it's not that bad, but it can be for some people. You have to also go in there with the understanding with Squid Games that there is a cultural difference. So what do I mean by that? In America, when we watch certain shows, certain movies and stuff, we look for the ending to have like a big twist, a big reveal. And those are the type of things that we're like, oh, that was dope. That was awesome. It doesn't always work that way in other cultures. So Squid Games does have like a couple big twists and different reveals, but it's not the main point. The main thing, in my opinion, at least, or my observation watching these type of shows and movies, is the fact that they are more focused on the cultural or societal life lesson about the human condition. So whenever you see like some sort of, it might kind of come off as like a sappy type of thing. That's what appeals in those cultures. That's what appeals in those countries too. So, it's just one of those things where I don't want people to think like, oh man, the show was really good up until this point. No. That's just the way it is in different cultures. Like they don't have the same climaxes that we do. They don't get off on the same things in entertainment that we do. It's still entertaining as ever. Actually, I thought it was kind of funny too. But yes, by all means, go watch Squid Games if you get the chance. It is obviously trending and popular for a reason. If I had to give it a quick rating, I would probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. I was really, really happy with it. The only thing I didn't care about as much was that there were a couple things that were predictable, but that's just my bias because, again, like I've said, I've seen these type of shows already, so I could see a lot of stuff coming from a mile away. But that might not be the case for you if you are new to watching Asian oriented like shows and movies and such. So my recommendation, definitely go check out Squid Games if you have the chance. Definitely worth the watch. All right, there you go. That was my quick review. I didn't even get to the actual news. There is, thank you so much, Angel. They are redoing the Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. That is actually happening. Let me actually get to the news. My goodness, I didn't even get to the news. Squid Game season 2, Netflix is trying to figure out the right structure to make it happen. So the director in an interview, basically he has a film and other things that he's working on, and they're trying to figure out like basically the right way to make that work for him. Now, here's the thing. This is kind of like the potential downfall of having a successful show that they didn't anticipate to be this big. I can guarantee you, nobody, the cast, the crew, the director, they didn't think that America was going to make Squid Games this popular. So now there's that pressure to be like, yo, Americans love this. Americans gonna make it popular. They're gonna, because we're kind of trendsetters, like when something gets to America and America loves it, then other countries are like, oh, word? Oh, okay. So I don't know. But because of that, now it's almost like there's a little bit of pressure to be like, we want more. Now, I'm gonna just say, I don't know if a sequel is going to be as entertaining or as captivating as people are hoping it will be. I'm still going to watch it, but I don't know if the same buzz, I don't know if it's going to hit lightning, if the lightning is going to strike twice. I have doubts about that. I'm not going to spoil it, but I just think that the way it ended, I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's going to be satisfying for people that are not accustomed to watching these type of shows. But anyway, thank you so much. Let me see. I got Frigga. Frigga's belt. That is awesome. I love that. Y'all like the new Loki? I do like Kimberly, I love it. Thank you so much. I just started thinking of Party Thor, like mother. Oh man, I love it. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. My man Derek Gaines. E-Man, have you checked out Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix or the new Gundam? So, two things. One, I'm not really a Gundam fan. That was just, and that's no shade to anybody that likes Gundam. I just missed the boat when I was younger. So, like it was kind of like, like I was watching Fist of the North Star. I like the martial arts anime and stuff like that. The Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. I just never got into Voltron, Gundam Wing, all of it. It just didn't do it for me. So I missed the boat with that. However, Seven Deadly Sins, yes, I have seen it. Yes, I have loved it up to a certain point. I think the last 2 seasons are a little trash, to be honest. Like, I think it started off real strong and was going real good, and then it's starting to milk itself, and I'm not as excited to finish watching it. So I do like it. It's decent. It's becoming one of those shows I'm just gonna throw it in the background. Like, I'm cooking, I'm eating, I'm playing on my phone. It's on in the background at this point, but it's all right. Thank you so much. Let's see. My man Matthew Collins knocks door off the hinge. Viva Las Vegas! My man Matthew, thank you so much for that, brother. Thank you. Marcus J, just want to echo D Gaines. The sins is fired. Look for the lion sin of pride. Listen, Escanor is no joke. Escanor, that's my homie right there. That's the man right there. But man, I just can't get with them last seasons. The first couple seasons, it was fire. I was loving it, man. The twists, the turns, the power-ups. But yeah, I'll just say after the war, it started to go downhill for me. But anyway, all right. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Don't blame me. Let's see. We got so many topics to get to. We're gonna get to them though. Puma Lee back at it. Let's see. I was watching this week's Wu-Tang, and they were watching John Woo the Killer. That's an example of the way we were introduced to Asian gunfights and gung fu. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much. And that's a fantastic one to definitely watch as well. Shout out to John Woo and his movies. Let's see, Giant, thank you so much. Can you tell us anything about Marvel's future plans with Luke Cage and Iron Fist? I have not heard anything through the grapevine. The only thing I hope is that they recast Iron Fist, because he's whack. Finn Jones, whatever dude's name it, whack, terrible. Like, I've said for a long time that Marvel does not do a bad job when it comes to casting. Finn was definitely a miscast. I am the immortal Finn. Shut up. Like, oh my God, I didn't even finish season 2. I didn't care. Iron Fist was so boring. It was so bad. That actor was terrible. Now, Marvel Studios, if I'm not mistaken, that was under Marvel TV or something. So it wasn't like Kevin Feige that went and took care of that. So it's a little separate. Now, they might bring them in because of the multiverse, but all I know is right now is that they need to recast. That's all I know they need to do. I don't have any other inside info though. Thank you so much. My man Bobby Wright. I'm okay with no Squid Game sequel. I'd rather see new stories from that team. Great acting also. Agreed. Now, yes, I'm with you on that, brother. If they were to give us like a different show, a different movie, a different series, I'm totally with that as well. Hold on. Somebody just brought up. Where is it? I saw it. Hold on. I need to get this. Somebody said, oh, where is it? Oh, yep. There it is. Talked about the GOAT, Ninja Scroll. That was it. That was like one of my first anime movies that blew me. Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D. Woo! I need to go rewatch that. Oh man. Goosebumps. Oh, the goosebumps. Oh, Vampire Hunter D. Ninja Scroll 1 and 2. Oh man, if that don't make you an anime fan, I don't know what will. I just don't know. Let's go, Nathan. Let's go. Thank you, so big dog. I'm afraid Letitia's working Shuri into a car explosion type of death to introduce a new villain. She gotta chill. We gonna get to that. Trust me, we gonna get to that, my brother. Don't you worry about a thing. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's see. That was Squid Games. Okay, real quick one here. So I need y'all help on this one because this has been like on my bucket list. As big of a horror fan as I am, I'm a huge horror fan. I've never taken the time to watch Hellraiser. I mean, it was just always weird with Pinhead and Hell and people with their skin off. I was like, like it was just weird. Like, so I don't know. I'm very, very unfamiliar with Hellraiser. But they're doing a reboot. And this time with a twist. Yes, the L Word actress. I ain't never seen the L Words. I don't even know what this is. Jamie Clayton is going to be the new Pinhead in the new Hellraiser movie. Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Yeah. I don't understand this. I mean, were there ever female Hellraiser people? When I tell you I am so ignorant on this, and I apologize. I try to come, as correct as possible. But the thing is, look, when because I'm a 90s kid, right? The scary movies that was coming out at that time for me was, Jason, Freddy Krueger, like I could watch those. Yeah, I mean, Freddy kind of scared me when I was a kid, but Freddy also made me laugh. So it was kind of like, I can live with it, But this Hellraiser stuff, I was like, yo, I don't need them kind of dreams. I don't need that. What? Y'all playing with a cube and stuff? I couldn't do it. I mean, now I'm going to give it a shot and go rewatch some of them, at least for the sake of this reboot, because I want to try and be as knowledgeable as possible. But I just couldn't do it back in the day, so I don't know. But yeah, if y'all have some better insight, let me know, because like I said, I missed the boat on this. I don't know. But how are y'all feeling? Anybody actually watch the L Word? I don't know what the L Word is. I ain't never seen that. Let's see. Oh, it does say that Clive Barker, who regained the rights to the franchise, he is joining in on this on the production side. So, the original creator of Hellraiser is in on this female reboot thing. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she'll be scarier. I don't even know I don't know. Let me stop flaunting my ignorance and talk about how much I don't know stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Derek Gaines. Yes, brother. Come on, brother. I was on that like immediately. Yes. Anything that had Vampire Hunter D on that label, I was all over that. Let's see. Are y'all watching this? I don't know. I know Derek ain't on it. Nope. Nope. Okay. Let's see. You watch the L Word. I don't know her. Dang. Oh, you watch the show and you don't know. Okay, I guess you didn't have that big of a role. Okay. Hard Pat. Dang. Okay. D, you don't. Not even D. Okay. Dang. Stephanie ain't with it. All right. Woo. Oh, okay. All right. Corey said it was fire. Okay. That's all right. That's one. You got one. Everybody gets one. Good stuff. All right, let's see who we got here. Karen, thank you so much. The original Constantine with Keanu Reeves would be a good reboot. Love that movie. First of all, give me a sequel with Keanu Reeves. I want that. If I'm not mistaken, I think we reported this a while back. I think that is in the works. I want to believe so. Like Keanu Reeves coming back. I love that movie. I will rewatch Constantine anytime. I love that movie. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. So good. He don't look nothing like Constantine, but I don't care. I love that movie. Let's see. Derek Gaines, let's go. Bleach is better than Dragon Ball. No. And I like Bleach. Now, wait. If you're talking about Dragon Ball and not Dragon Ball Z, I'll give you that. But Dragon Ball Z is like on GOAT status. Like it's top 5, top 3 all time. So Bleach wants to be on that level. If Bleach could finish an arc, man, don't get me into this nerd conversation. Don't get me into this. Don't get me into this, bro. Oh, let's see. Oh, my homie Bethany. Let's see. The original L Word show was dope. Okay, all right. I will take your word for it, ma'am. I will take your word for it. Let's see. Kano, let's go. The L Word. Watch that. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to. Okay, y'all in it. I see some other comments. I can't highlight. I can't highlight though. Big Bo, what's going on? I watched the new James Bond today. Great movie, but I didn't like how someone just gave up the mantle in the movie. Yeah. I feel you. I haven't even had time to do my review, so I apologize for that. I think I gave y'all my reaction for it in the last live, so you at least can know how I felt about the movie. I did like it. I did have some issues with it. I just gotta get the time to put it together, and I'll get that video out to y'all. But it is worth watching, by the way. So make sure y'all go check it out if and when you can. Thank you so much, Big Bo. I appreciate you. Let's see. Oh yeah, you could not tell their gender. Where are the original? Oh, for real? Oh, okay. All right. Well, then maybe it'll be even more interesting at that point. Okay. All right. Let's see. Thank you so much. Let's go. Puma Lee. You hit us with $1. I don't know what your comment is though. So feel free to repost that if you get the chance. All right. So with that said, let's move on to the next topic. What do we have? Because I think we got what is next? There is something else. Oh, okay. Movie time. All right, let's watch now. Just in case if y'all are little squeamish or whatever, there has been a new trailer for Resident Evil. So I just thought, if in case you have not seen it, I like watching trailers with y'all and just kind of going over them and talking about them. I do have the trailer here. So, if you want to cover your eyes or something, I guess you can. I personally, I don't think it's that scary, but I also like these zombie movies as well. So just giving you a heads up, if you don't want to watch it, cover your eyes for like 2 minutes or something. But I just wanted to go ahead and check this out real quick. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and watch this new Resident Evil trailer. And I want y'all to just give me your opinion, whether or not, you like it or not, if you think you'll go watch it, because I got an interesting point I want to bring up right after this. And by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, gang, and if for whatever reason this is cut out, it's probably because YouTube docked me and I had to trim this out. So, we're watching the trailer. You can go watch it as well. But here we go. Resident Evil, the new one.
Come on. Every story has a beginning. Discover the origin of evil.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella. Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick. You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
25 years and my life is still.
We have to contain this.
Trying to get up that great big hill of hope.
Shall we go?
For a destination. Into a crisis of times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
What the?
We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
Woo! Wow. All right, let me just say this. The reason why I wanted to play this is because this is a perfect example of being a fan of bad movies. Now, let me just say, the first two, in my opinion, first of all, the first Resident Evil movie, fire. I don't care what the quality is. I don't care what nobody rated. To me, fire. Loved it. The second one, I also loved as well because they took it up a notch. They had all these different traps. And loved 1 and 2. The rest, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, garbage. They're garbage. They are bad. But when I tell you I cannot get enough of it, I'm not playing. I've watched every Resident Evil anything, even the computer animated movies that you can't even get anywhere else. Like they on streaming platforms like that you ain't never heard of. Like I've watched all of them because I'm a sucker for this. But I'm a fan too, you know? But this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people, including myself, we like bad movies. I like the Resident Evil franchise. It's terrible. Oh my God. It's so bad. But I'll watch it anyway. I go to all of these things. I just want y'all to see what it looks like to fully acknowledge liking bad material and having a good time. I will watch these suckers all day. I will go to the matinees. I ain't about to put a whole lot of money in their pockets now. I will go to the matinees. I will stream it, but I'm going to watch them. I don't know if I have a lot of faith in this one. The only reason is because like the actors in this one are kind of, they're kind of like B-level supporting actors and other things. They like TV actors, and a lot of times when you have TV actors in movies, they're not always transitioning very well. So I'm iffy on it, but I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch the mess out of this. Anyway, let me see how y'all feeling about this. Are y'all gonna go see this Resident Evil movie? How'd you feel about the trailer? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, let me grab these here real quick. Let's see. Kano, your email might have an anime segment brewing. I know, right? It kind of happens. It slips out sometimes. It slips out. Thank you so much, my man Derek. I'm just messing with your email. Jordan could have won a ring without Pippin. Just trying my hand. See, why you gotta play, man? Why you gotta go there? See, Derek, man, we be cool all the time, man. And you just have to. I mean, it's facts. I'm not even gonna lie. Like we needed Pip, but I ain't gonna go there with you right now. My blood pressure is normal. I don't want to go there right now. Thank you, though. Puma Lee, Bleach was better. Just too many side stories like Naruto. Facts. That was that. When you have a whole season, that's a whole side story. Get out of here. Wasting my time. Thank you so much, Puma. Let's see. Jen, thank you so much. I chuckled at the zombie Dobermans being back. I was like, yes, they're back. Yes. The zombie Dobermans are definitely dope. You can never go wrong with a zombie dog for sure. Thank you so much. Alejandro at Derek, don't get email started, bro. You see what I'm saying? Although you might, I know, right? He got a point, but he ain't got to go start raising the blood pressure. Come on, Alejandro. You already know. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Having my back. Derek don't care. He just want to get people riled up. Just out here trying to start violence. Let's see. Okay, let me see. How did y'all feel? Okay, we got a hard pass. Okay, we got a no thank you. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Let's see. So this is gonna be like a reboot of like how. Okay, it don't look like the people feeling it. It looks like how. Okay, we got one. How they how all this stuff started. So I think they're trying to do like a reboot. You know. And yes, great. Thank you so much. It is closer to the source material. Watch it. Please drink responsibly. But yes, I feel you on that for sure. Let's see. So yeah, people are kind of iffy about it. Ain't really getting the most. Nelson, that's a no for you, G. Okay, all right. Dang, Karen. I know Karen ain't want to. She ain't want to mess with this. I get it. Let's see, my man Eric Shaw. Let's go. My wife and I got hyped when we saw The Mansion. We played the first game together back in the day. See, that's dope. I'm glad that y'all had the courage that I did not. You couldn't pay me to play a Resident Evil game. To this day, I admit it. I'm a punk. I don't care. I know my limits. I know my sensibilities, and I protect my peace. I cannot play all them jump scare in your face, walking around. You know why? Because my imagination is too vivid. That's my problem. My problem is like I could be playing the game and I'm in the game. Let me tell you something. When I'm playing Arkham Knight, when I'm playing Spider-Man, the Spider-Man games on PS4 or whatever, my family knows not to bother me because I'm saving New York or I'm saving Gotham. Like, yo, if I'm playing Arkham Knight, I'm legit Batman. Don't mess with me right now because I'm beating up some punks. I'm breaking legs. I'm punching them in their jaw, and I'm telling them, now talk. That's how I get down with those things. So for me, I can't get into those things. I can't do it. I will watch somebody else play while I'm over there in the corner, but I can't with the controls and walking in. I can't. My nerves are just not built for that. I cannot do it. I'm sorry. I shout out all of y'all that got the guts. All of y'all that got the guts. What? There was another game. What was? I think it was like the Alien game. Oh, there was an Alien game, and all you have to do was run around, and the alien be creeping in the. No thanks. No. Nelson, thank you so much. Even though I'm not a big fan of horror movies, I play all the Devil May Cry series on PlayStation. You watch the Chucky Is there another Chucky? Did they do another Chucky? Oh, I must have missed it. I saw the last Chucky, but no, I'm straight. Let's see. So E-Man, don't watch it. Oh, dang, is it that bad? Okay, maybe I'll watch like a recap or something. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But all right, let's see. So we got that out the way. Let's get to oh man, we got some more news. We got so much more news. All right, we're gonna try and go through these real quick. All right, guys. What do we have here? Yes, apparently there's still black bias in Hollywood. Surprise, surprise. We actually kind of talked about this a little bit before, but the Harder They Fall producers. Now, y'all know this, the black Western cowboy movie that's going to be hitting Netflix very soon. The producers say that they chose to put the movie on Netflix for their black Western due to built-in biases with theatrical releases. Now, that is kind of messed up. Let me see what the producers had to say here. They said, if we're gonna tell a story like this with this cast, the goal is to have as many people around the world have access to it. And sometimes when you do a theatrical release, there are these built-in biases, such as no one wants to see an all-black cast. I know for a fact that that's not true, but in certain territories around the world, they will tell studios this movie is not for us. And they're not really in tune with how the young generation feels. So what Netflix allows is around the world, everyone has access to it, and we will have as many people as possible see the movie, and that is the goal. Well, man, that is incredibly unfortunate to hear that this myth still exists in Hollywood. It is so stupid. Yes, we've had Black Panther break that myth, but here's the thing: other black movies have done the same thing. Black Panther was just the biggest budget all black cast film, but here's the thing, and I don't know if y'all notice this. I don't have the images here right now. There's if you look at some of the movie posters, and I'm not gonna say what countries they put these in, but if you look at some of the movie posters for Black Panther, you know those images where, Chadwick is looking down at his hands or whatever, or he's looking up kind of like this. There are images where you see Chadwick's face, right? Black man, black face, and that is for America. But in other places, they put his mask on, so you couldn't tell the race that he was. And again, this is just super unfortunate that these Hollywood execs in these studios, and I agree with this producer, they are completely out of touch. Younger generations, younger people don't care. We just want good movies. If the movie's good, I don't care where you play it. I don't care if it's in theaters. I don't care if it's streaming. I'm going to go watch this movie, okay? Because it looks like it's a fantastic cast and the story looks dope. I'm going to go watch that. But it sucks that these studios still have this racist bias that's not proven, by the way. Okay, the idea was that, oh, nobody wants to see an all-black cast or a black lead globally. That movie just won't do well. That's not true. It's not true. It only like, here's the thing: if you have those movies and you don't put no push behind it, the same way you'd push a James Bond or something else, then obviously it's not going to have the same success. So these biases are stupid. I can't wait till they get out of this stuff and grow out of it and just kill that. Oh, it's so stupid. But I am definitely going to go watch The Harder They Fall one way or another. Thank you so much, Friggers Belt. It's like me and Samurai Showdown when I'm playing as Yu-Gi-Oh! Y'all, yes. I don't know you. I know, right? I know. Yep. You just got to be submersed into the game. That's what it is. Let's see. Puma Lee, I'm watching Resident Evil. I love the original actress since The Fifth Element. Yeah, she is fantastic. Even Monster Hunter, that movie was trash. I watched it, but I don't know. By the way, Hellraiser was good. The rest were trash. Okay, so maybe I'll watch the first one and not the rest. But thank you so much. Let's see. Hold on. I saw somebody talk about. Hold on. Let me see. What was that? Oh, the Chucky TV show. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kristen. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, because I had watched the remake. I didn't like it. I didn't like it either, Shay. I was not feeling it. But the TV show, I don't care. I'll be honest with you. I don't care about no Chucky TV show. Look, I don't care if they did a Michael Myers TV show. I don't care if they did a Freddy Krueger TV show. Because here's the thing. And this is just my philosophy or theory when it comes to horror. The two things that can kill horror or fear immediately: comedy and repetition. If you add comedy, there's no such thing as a horror comedy. I don't even care if it's Evil Dead. The moment you add comedy, kills horror. Anything you think you were afraid of is gone the moment comedy is introduced. That's why I don't like it, because I'm like, they're two polar opposites. They are oil and water. You cannot mix the two. You can have fun with it, but don't tell me the moment you add something comedic in there that it's also really, really scary. No, it's not. Because if I laugh, I'm no longer scared. Besides that, repetition. With the TV show, you mean to tell me that you about to drag out Chucky all this time? What am I going to be scared of? If you keep on showing me the monster, if you keep showing me the ghost, if you keep showing me the scary thing, I'm no longer afraid of it. It loses its impact because my imagination now starts to like not have to work as hard, and it loses its punch. Great example, I would say, would be it was a movie. It wasn't Guillermo del Toro that did it. He produced it. Mama. If you go watch the movie Mama, I really liked the movie because in the beginning, scary. And it was because they did quick shots, like quick little things running across the screen. You don't know what's going on in the background. And the creature, the mama, the ghost, or whatever, you only saw parts of it, and it was scary until the end. Once you get to the end, they show you the whole monster. They show you the ghost, and it's kind of like, all right. So when it comes to a TV show, and if you're doing it about Chucky, I don't care. I just don't care. It's gonna, to me, I feel like it's gonna lose its punch real fast. But anyway, quick thoughts on that. Let's go. Shaun, thank you so much. What I missed, had Mother God people at my door. Oh man. Left on Shaun of the Dead, came back on Black Bias replay gang. Yeah, you definitely gonna have to do the replay gang. There, we covered a lot already. But thank you so much. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, all right. My man Derek Gaines, let's go. Dead Space got to me. Ooh, I couldn't play Dead Space. Nope. I couldn't play it. Just like Doom on 64. Did you hear about the spinoff of Game of Thrones? Yep. Don't be mad. You haven't had a winning team for a while, man. Don't do this to me, Derek. Don't do this. Look, we coming back. Yes, I did hear about the Game of Thrones spinoff. We will probably do. I think we'll probably do like the Wednesdays or whatever. We'll do like when Game of Thrones comes back. We'll see how it goes. And I'll probably do some live so we can react to that as well. That was like one of the first shows I ever did a live to, actually. This is before we had the whole live crew and everything, but we'll see how that goes, because they lost a lot of trust with the final season of that last Game of Thrones. That was a rough ending. Kiki West, thank you so much. That's why I didn't like Freddy versus Jason. Why are you cracking joke? Exactly. Oh my gosh, that had so much potential, and they were like, hey, let's make it a fun movie. This is why I tell y'all, be afraid of fun movies. Everybody's fun ain't fun for you. Oh man, that was no so good, not so good. Okay, let's see, let's move on to the next topic. We are going to move into a little bit of Marvel news. All right, so Eternals, y'all know that is going to be a thing. Hopefully I pronounced my man's name here. Kumail Nanjiani, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He was basically interviewed, said that he is very uncomfortable talking about his body for the Eternal role. Now here's the thing. Back when he posted this image. Let me see if we got the image here. He posted this image, if y'all can see that here. My man is swole. He got cut. He got in the gym. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing, right? And ever since then, that's kind of been like the only thing people would talk about when it came to his role in this. Now, I'll just kind of give you a quick synopsis of what he's talking about here. Basically, he was getting kind of tired of, like, in the interviews, that's all that they would really talk about. They would talk about his body, his transformation, and, he felt like it was kind of attacking, like, I don't know, male identity or something like that. It felt like, you had to be dominating, defeating, crushing, killing, destroying, and blah, 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 blah. And even when he would meet people on the street or in the gym, ever since he got jacked up and more in shape, people were kind of like, I don't want to say get intimidated, but like they feel like they gotta say it with their chest too. They feel like they gotta come out there and kind of match up with them and stuff. And the one thing I'll say about this is I appreciate the fact that he's coming out and talking about this, mainly because I think that this is an issue in Hollywood that kind of needs to like stop. I think we need to stop putting so much pressure on actors, and not just from us, but also like the studio execs. We got to stop, like back in the 80s, the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Sylvester Stallones, they would jack up and, get all swole, have to walk around with their chest out and stuff. That was cool for the 80s, where like everybody had to be a freaking, bodybuilder or whatever. But it's kind of like over time, you can't keep up with that. At least not without like, well, at least for some actors, they got to take roids, they got to take PEDs, and it's getting more problematic. I'll just say that it's harder now, especially with social media. Social media perpetuates body issues and stuff like that. But it's getting to the point where it's kind of like, I don't think we need to have our actors be super swole. Now, I'm not saying they got to have a dad bod and nothing like that. And shout out to all of y'all that love to, see the six packs and all that stuff too. That's fine. I get it. But what I'm saying is that like, we also have to recognize how it's putting a lot of pressure on these actors. Let's not forget the fact that Hugh Jackman, AKA Wolverine, he stopped playing the role because he was tired of eating egg whites and oats and boiled chicken all day, because that's the diet he had to keep. He could not live his life because we had to see this six pack in every X-Men movie. Dave Bautista, who's going to play, Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's giving up the role. He doesn't want to play Drax anymore because he doesn't want to keep going shirtless. Like, you mean to tell me we can't put a vest on this dude, cover up his little man boobs, and then call it a day? Like, we can't be okay with that? Like, give Drax a shirt. I'm just saying, like, when we put this pressure on these actors, we're losing more than we think. I would love and I've told y'all this even for Hugh Jackman, ain't no reason y'all cannot just sit here, bring him through the multiverse, put a jacket on this man, put some gray, some makeup on him, make him old man Logan, leave it at that. He does not have to go around shirtless with a six-pack and everything. I would rather have the character and the role rather than seeing muscles. And that goes for women too. Like, I'm not saying that y'all got to be, listen, I am not calling for Lizzo to come out and play Storm. Okay. And that's not body shaming. I'm not saying that. I'm saying she could play whatever other role that fits, but I'm saying we don't have to go to extremes. We don't have to have people super, super fit or super, super unfit or whatever. I'm just saying, let's prioritize the acting, the actors, their personal lives too, and the stories, and we'll just be better off with that. I'm just saying that's so I like the fact that he is talking about this. I actually kind of feel bad for him because it's kind of like he's also feeling the pressure of being the very first South Asian superhero. So for him, he's like, yo, I got to come correct. I got to look good because like this is going to be the first time the world on a main scale is going to see this. But at the same time, man, that upkeep, that ain't no joke. That ain't no joke. All right. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's get to some of these. Did I watch Star Wars anime on Disney Plus? Are you going to watch Injustice? First of all, absolutely. I'm going to watch Injustice. And yes, I did. I watched the first half of the Star Wars anime Visions. I did not finish the final 5 episodes. So I need to go back and watch them. I've been watching Baki Hamna. And I haven't finished that yet, but Baki is my show right now. That's what I've been on right now. Let's see. Thank you so much. Alejandro, yes, I get him, but he posted to pick himself. He wanted the attention, right? This is facts. But what I'm saying is, why did he post it? It's because of that cycle that was already happening. If we had already broken that cycle where that pressure didn't exist for everybody to get super swole whenever they do a superhero role, I don't think he would have done it. So you're right. He did kind of step into this, right? But at the same time, I think it's because of the society and the expectations that was already existing at that time. So, you kind of reap what you sow. It is what it is. And here's the other thing. Like, he's an Eternal. Like, I don't think you really, most of them be fighting with like energy projections and stuff anyway. I don't think y'all need to be all that swole. And here's the thing. This has been a long issue, even in the comic books, where comic book artists would draw people in unrealistic ways. Everybody in comics is swole. Like 99% of people in comics are swole, and they all wear skin tight clothes that don't nobody wear on the regular. So, it's these weird expectations. I mean, there's a long history of women being exploited in comic books. I mean, talk about like they wearing string bikinis to go to war, but men wearing full armor. Come on now. Now, of course, comics were made for young boys and stuff like that, but the body images and stuff, it gets a little problematic. It's getting there. But thank you so much, Alejandro. Caprera, thank you so much. Happy Friday, people. Have to catch a replay. Had cocktails. No longer built for drinks and nightlife. Replay gang, all good. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself and your night. Let's see. My man Matthew Collins back at it. You can't put a shirt or a vest on Drax because he has sensitive nipples. He does actually have that. Don't they have like, ladies, y'all tell me, like, don't they have like tape? They got like tape to kind of, I don't know. Let me stop because I don't want to get in trouble with nothing. Let's see. Oh, yep. Wait, who said that? Yep. They do that too. Listen, have y'all seen Baki? Have you seen JoJo? They got 18-year-olds out there looking like The Rock. Like, they got people like John Cena talking about like, I just turned 15. No, you didn't. Like, what do you listen? Anime is worse. Anime is worse than comics for sure. All right, let's move on to the next topic. What else do we got here? Ooh, okay, let's get to some Marvel. Y'all, they are going to do a WandaVision spinoff, and that's right, it is going to be Catherine Hahn, aka Agatha. So it was Agatha all along, and she's getting her own show. We don't know what is going to be about. We don't know any real details. All we know is basically the writer for WandaVision, Jack Schaefer, she is going to come back as executive producer and writer for it. So we'll see. I know she did. Yes. So Jack Schaefer signed an overall deal with Marvel. So she's going to be doing basically more TV things for them, more projects. Let's see. I don't know if there's any other details. So we know, spoiler alert, that she did survive the Salem witch trials. She was a match for Wanda. Yada yada yada. Now, where are they gonna go with this? Yeah, they don't really give any real information about what is going to happen with her per se. But you know, last time we left her off, it was with it was when Wanda left her in the town that Wanda held hostage, because Wanda is a criminal and a fugitive from the law, and she should be prosecuted. But yeah, so I think if they were to give us a spinoff, my guess would be that it would be a prequel. Maybe it deals with Mephisto. Maybe it deals with where she's been before she sensed Wanda. It could be everything that happened before. Maybe it's a mixture. Maybe it's a mixture of like what got her attracted to dark magic. And whatever event, she's been alive for a long time. So let's not forget, she's old. And because she's so old, she's got a lot of experience. So who knows how long? Hey, maybe she had an encounter with the Eternals. Who knows? But anyway, let me know how y'all feeling about the WandaVision spinoff with Agatha, and what you would like to see from that as well. Let's go here. We got my man Real Django. Thank you, E-Man. Check out my sister's comic book, Eating Vampires, by Regine. Okay, she's doing panels at NYC. I won't be going to NYC, but I'm very happy to hear. Look, I love the local talent. Thank you so much. Hey, and you got a little promotion there. I can't make any promises though. Let me just tell y'all this real quick, by the way. Y'all have no idea how many times my emails, my inbox gets filled with, hey, watch this. Hey, do this. Hey, check this out. Hey, review that. I can't promise that I have the time or that I will. So all I'm gonna say is don't be mad if I don't get around to it. Don't get mad. I just don't have the time. Like, I have to juggle what I hope y'all would like and my own personal interest. And by that time, the list for all the other things, it just goes, it's on and on. I'm telling you, I have years worth of inboxes full of requests and stuff. So please do not take it personal if I cannot get to every single thing. Most of the time I probably won't, because it's hard enough just to get to. Look how long it took me. I ain't even got a James Bond review up yet. So no, nothing personal at all. And I'm just saying this in general. I'm not saying that just to my brother there, but just in general. It's hard out there, man. Whew, man, I wish I had clones for real so I could get to everything. That would be the life. Let's see. Okay, so we got the WandaVision spinoff. I'm gonna see what y'all have to say with that. It would be kind of interesting. I see some of y'all already talking about Mephisto. It would be kind of interesting if they do go the Mephisto route and finally pay it off. Personally, I don't think they're gonna go that route. I don't know. I think they're gonna save Mephisto for something bigger, like the Doctor Strange movie or something like that. They got you have to introduce a big character like that. Thanks, Alejandro. I was just talking about it. Now you're gonna have to do Mephisto on a bigger scale. You can't just throw a character like that in a little Disney Plus show that a lot of people might not even watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make that a big character. Like, y'all have to realize Marvel has a lot of cards that they can play. And the fact that people are even excited about it, why would you waste that card on a little spinoff show? If people are so hyped for Mephisto, why don't you make hundreds of millions to billions of dollars by putting that in a movie? So I just would not get my hopes up for that. And if they do throw him in there, I think it'd be a wasted opportunity, in my opinion. All right, so here we go. We got a whole bunch of updates and news for What If. So let's get into it. First of all, this is the dumbest thing. I hate it when people do this. So AC Bradley, the What If writer, apparently she's been receiving hate mail over the fact that they just kept on killing Tony Stark. Yeah, so people are real mad, and she, according to her, she was yeah, that people are just stupid. Let me see. What did she say? Yeah, due to the pandemic, one of our core production houses was hit very hard, and we could not finish animation on one of our episodes that was supposed to air earlier this season. That episode featured Tony and Gamora. It was a lighter episode. We didn't murder Tony horrifically in this one, I promise. Big spoiler, but I am getting hate mail. Okay, so that's interesting to know. Y'all remember when in the last episode how we had Gamora and Tony, together, and we're like, yo, how Tony got his armor and it looked like he had the markings from Sakaar and stuff like that. How did they meet up? What was that? So apparently that was an episode that did not air for whatever reason, and they're going to kick that over to season 2. Hold on, matter of fact, I think that was the next topic anyway. There it is. So yes, so that team up that apparently got skipped for whatever reason, that was actually something that they planned, and it makes sense because I was like, how y'all just gonna throw Tony in here with all these markings and no explanation when every other episode was like an introduction to people? But anyway, they did say that they're going to revisit this episode in season 2. They're going to keep going with it and actually talk about it. They're going to talk about how Tony met Gamora, why they are fighting together, what the deal is. Yeah, so that is very nice for them. However, this kind of sucks because apparently while they were planning on giving us that, there were plans for another spinoff, and that was for Star-Lord T'Challa. Yes, that's right. We were supposed to get a Star-Lord T'Challa spinoff show. Let me see what my man said. This was from the director. There was planning to have a Star-Lord T'Challa spinoff into his own show. We were all very excited. We know Chadwick Boseman would have loved it too. Yeah. So, guess what? I would have loved it too. That to me was incredibly heartbreaking to hear. It was so heartbreaking to hear that they had plans to do this. And what he said later in the interview was that right now they put those plans on hold, and but maybe it'll happen. So he doesn't know. And I understand because Marvel works in silos, right? The What If writers, they don't know what's going to happen in the live action movies. They don't know. The executive producers are the people that know the bigger picture, but they keep everybody else. All right, if you working on Loki, you know Loki. You working on WandaVision, you working on WandaVision. But it is incredibly heartbreaking to know that they know Chadwick would have loved this. What would have Chadwick loved? He would have loved the continuation of T'Challa. Why? Because as his own family estate has said on Twitter, it was the honor of his career to bring T'Challa to life. It was the honor to bring him to life. We've seen the interviews. I've posted these reports before. The What If writers, the What If director have said multiple times Chadwick was excited about T'Challa. He wanted the world to see T'Challa be on the same level as Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. And let me tell you something. He was. T'Challa was. Chadwick Boseman knew that. Somebody, please make it make sense. If it was so important to Chadwick Boseman And by the way, they said that they shot those final episodes for What If. They said that they shot those months. I want to say it was a couple months after Endgame. This is when Chadwick was skinny. This is when Chadwick was losing that weight, and we was worried, and we was asking questions. Y'all, Chadwick was legit shooting these episodes while he was close to his end. And he thought he was going to make it. He thought he was going to beat this thing. And despite all that, he wanted us to get more Star-Lord T'Challa. I need somebody to make it make sense to me why on earth you would potentially want to kill this character off and think that that was honoring him. I'm sorry. If it was my colleague, my friend, a loved one, or whoever, if I'm doing any type of tribute, I'm going to do something in accordance to them and not just what I feel. And I know some people, it's cool. Some people aren't with the recast T'Challa thing because they just have whatever feelings. But I've said this before. I don't have an issue with people mourning how they want to mourn. I don't have an issue with people grieving how they want to grieve. You want to celebrate Chadwick in a certain way? Go do your thing. You want to mourn for him in a certain way? Take your time. Do your thing. You want to honor his memory in a certain way that you think is personal to you? Please, by all means, do what you feel is best for you. However, when you are bringing this to the public, when you are asking people to pay our money to go see something that's personal to you, but still, he was a public figure. When you still take this public figure, this public tragedy, and put it into your fictional story, and you ask us for money for it, you mean to tell me you ain't gonna get, you're above reproach? You mean to tell me that we have to just accept it? You mean to tell me that we have to just be like, oh, Marvel just wants to do this, so we just have to go along with it and wait and see what they have to do? No, I don't have to wait for nothing. I don't have to, because it's public now. If Ryan Coogler, Nate Moore, Michael B. Jordan, if everybody on the cast and crew of Black Panther wanted to do a special video for themselves in private, all power to them. I got zero issue with that. The problem I have is when y'all make this public and y'all are putting it in our face, and you know people are going to pay money to go see how are you going to handle Chadwick Boseman's death. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right with me. The moment you make it public, now you're open for criticism. That's the way I look at it. Y'all notice, I don't say nothing about private affairs. I didn't say nothing about his family. I didn't say nothing about his wife or anybody else. The only family member I've talked about in public was his brother, Derek Boseman, because he came out in public and talked about it. Once something goes public, it is open grounds. But when it's private, I respect those privacies. I respect that. And if Marvel thinks that they're going to bring this stuff to the public and ask for some money in return, I don't care if you about to throw us a variant T'Challa. First of all, thank you. But second of all, I'm still going to give you this heat because you still have no reason to kill off the character. You literally could just copy the Fast and Furious franchise and be like, you know what? In the 616 MCU, in the live action, T'Challa went off. He married Nakia. They had a kid. Life was all good. And then Ultravision came through, broke reality, changed everything up, and now we got Star-Lord T'Challa here. Done. Guess what? You ain't have to kill nobody. You brought in a variant. I'm trying to tell y'all, when it's fiction, you have options. Don't ever let anybody trick you into thinking that Marvel has no choice. That is a lie. That is not true. It is a false dilemma. If you think that Marvel has no other way to tell their larger stories or even their smaller ones, if you think there is no other way that Marvel could tell the plethora of stories, but they have to kill T'Challa, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. I apologize to anybody's comment if I'm missing them. Y'all already know how I feel about this. But you're lying to yourself if you think Marvel has to kill T'Challa. They do not. It's fiction, people. It's fiction. There are so many different ways that they can go around that and not profit off of his death. That was a lot. Sorry. I knew that was coming anyway. Alejandro, thank you so much. Oh, wait, no, I got you. I already got that. Sorry. My bad if I skipped anybody's stuff. All right, let me get this. Shaw, thank you so much. Mephisto is like the bigger Joker. Spades, don't renege, hold it, recast T'Challa. We need that Star-Lord T'Challa show too. Yes. And yes, by the way, Marvel, you can still do this. Yo, recast T'Challa ain't just for the live action. Recast T'Challa in the animated stuff too. Y'all didn't have no problem recasting Drax when you didn't talk to Dave Bautista. You ain't had no problem recasting Black Widow when you was in a whole lawsuit with her. You ain't had no problem recasting a whole bunch of people. Recast T'Challa. Give a Star-Lord T'Challa in live action and an animated, and give me another Black Panther T'Challa, and make sure. Well, we gonna talk about Shuri in a minute. I don't know. We're gonna talk about Shuri in a minute, but stop acting like y'all ain't got options. And let me tell you all this too. I already know it doesn't matter if Marvel always had this plan. It doesn't matter. Maybe Marvel did. Maybe Marvel's like, you know what, man, we got to keep T'Challa in. We just can't say nothing. That's fine. I'm still going to apply this pressure. That's cool. I'm glad. Look, I want Marvel to come and say, we always had this plan. We told you so. I want that to happen. That's why I'm applying pressure. Because unfortunately, there are way too many people out there. They too comfortable. They too comfortable with this idea of like, oh yeah, we should just go ahead and see. This is the problem without critical thinking. A lot of people are just comfortable with it, but they haven't thought it through. Is this in line with Chadwick's wishes? Does this actually make sense to kill the art of someone that created the art in the first place to memorialize them? Like, go burn the Mona Lisa. Go break the Statue of David. Them artists died. Let's honor them by destroying their art, and they'll live forever. We'll remember them, right? Right? That logic should make sense, right? Yo, let's never recast James Bond. It'll preserve the memory. It won't tarnish the other actors. See, all this illogical. It's illogical. It's illogical. It's illogical. It's illogical. I already told y'all. Please, if y'all not, go follow me. Go follow me on my Instagram, Twitter. I post some heat on there too. Once this last episode of What If aired, what happened? T'Challa was trending. T'Challa was a trending topic. You know what was not trending? The Bionic Man. You know why the Bionic Man was not trending? Because that role has never been recast since like the 70s or 80s. You stay relevant in the media when a character is recast and continuously seen and just portrayed by different actors. That's how we remember people. That's why Superman has never died in the consciousness of society. That's why we always will remember and know Batman. That's why James Bond, as we talked about last week, they already thinking about getting the next James Bond next year. They already said that. There's no reason why Marvel can't just be like, man, this was a terrible tragedy. We're going to celebrate the life of the real human being. We're not going to put the real life tragedy into our movies because we have options. We can talk around that. We can give a better ending. And let's actually look at what Chadwick thought, how he believed, what he was doing. Sorry, y'all. I apologize for the rant. What you think about Chadwick Boseman brother voice acting T'Challa or another black actor? First of all, I don't care who does it. As long as if they want to do it, fine. I don't really personally care. At the end of the day, I just don't want the character to go away. The character is more important than whoever's acting or portraying it. You're going to have actors, multiple actors for decades playing characters. We've seen how many Batman there are, how many Jokers, how many Superman, how many James Bond. It doesn't matter. Even if one of them sucks, it doesn't matter because the character lives beyond the actor. They live beyond the real life people. Actors know this. Actors acknowledge this. Denzel Washington is playing Macbeth in a new upcoming movie. Macbeth. Shakespeare. How many people have played Macbeth? I don't care. No, I'm not trying to say that dismissive to you, Nelson. I'm just saying I don't really care who it is. T'Challa needs to continue. That's all. Let's go, Alejandro. Chadwick worked until his last days, gave it his all until the end for Marvel, and they are potentially, I want to be fair, potentially going to kill his character. I feel you, E-Man, recast T'Challa. Man, listen, I'm trying to put that pressure to make sure that they understand. I need people to understand. You don't have to just go with anything they give you. You really don't. You can go ahead and express, because first, and I've told y'all, the recast T'Challa movement, this whole petition, everything, is from a place of love. It is not a place of animosity. I am not in here to sit here and spit vitriol and hatred and malice towards Marvel whatsoever. I've said this with every property, even Venom. I want everything to be great. So I take it personal if I feel like the direction they're going in is problematic. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to talk about it because I care. I care about it. I care about the effect that it has on people. Some people might not understand the effect because, maybe you've grown, maybe it just doesn't affect you, but I understand because it happened to me. I understand the impression that these characters have when on young folks, on society. I see it. I've experienced it. I know what it's like not to have a hero that looks like me. I know what it's like to finally get a hero on screen that looks like me. And I don't want to feel like having that hero taken away. I don't want to feel that. And I'm pretty sure the little boys and everybody else that looked up to the character, I'm pretty sure they don't want to feel that either. And they don't have to. They don't have to 2 years after the fact reliving this real life tragedy again. It's seriously like, thank you, Alejandro. My man Buzz, let's go. The loss of Chadwick Boseman hit me like I ran into a brick wall. I never ever felt that way for someone I've never met, bro. I'm with you on that. And I only met the brother for 3 minutes. I met him for like 3-4 minutes, and just like that, you could feel his energy and everything. And I thought I don't really cry over celebrities. I cried over that guy, and I 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very, very concerned about what's going to happen. I'm very concerned when this Black Panther trailer drops. I hope Marvel doesn't sit here and advertise. They better not advertise his passing. I hope that they avoid that storyline in general. I hope they go smart about it. Look, make the story about the pre-blip, like during the blip or something. Like you can do it in a respectful way without having to go down that certain route. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be hard watching that movie for some people. And I wanted to wake people up early so y'all not caught off guard when you walk into Black Panther 2 and be like, oh my gosh, I never knew they would actually kill him. No, I try to tell you so that they wouldn't have to go there. Because if they know that people don't want that to happen, Marvel changes stuff up at the last minute all the time. Y'all, did we not remember what happened in WandaVision? Let's not forget the Disney Plus series, the all those little shows, Loki, WandaVision, all those things, they run with the same movie budget as the movies. So it's still a $200 million, $100 million. It's the same budget and it's the same crew. So they approach the Disney Plus shows the same way that they approach all their movies. That's documented. They've said that. With that said, they changed at the very last minute. They took Doctor Strange out of WandaVision at the last minute. You mean to tell me they can't change their mind with Black Panther 2 as well? Of course they will. Of course they can. It's about putting that public pressure and letting them know, hey, the public actually isn't okay with this possibility. Let's change it up. They can do that. It's not difficult. When people be like, oh, they started production. So they start production all the time. They stop production all the time. They delay production all the time. They change things in the editing process even after production is done all the time. It happens. I'm gonna need y'all to know how the movies go. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other people out there. People on Twitter that be acting out of pocket sometimes. Thank you so much. My man Dre, what's going on? Grace Reynolds gonna get you. Man, ain't nobody scared of Grace, man. Get out of here with that. Ain't nobody. Man, hey, let them come. Let them come. Thank you, Dre. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, hey, listen, I ain't afraid to talk about nothing to nobody about this. Come on now. Y'all know I did my homework. Man, listen, I am always, and I'm not gonna go fight nobody about it, but I am always open to having the conversation with whoever wants to have that conversation all day. Because like I've said, and this is why I wanted to start this, there are so many layers to this whole recasting T'Challa thing. It's not just, oh man, people just want to get T'Challa back because y'all comic fanboys. Nah, it's deeper than that. I care about the little kids that are out there that are going to have to go through this heartbreak a second time. I care about the fact that for Black representation in the MCU, we've only had one leading Black character, T'Challa, and we don't have any more yet. We're going to have Falcon. We're going to have, or Captain America. We're going to have Blade. But that's it for the leads. I care about the quality of Black representation. I care about giving another actor another shot. I care about honoring what I believe is very consistent with Chadwick Boseman's sentiment and beliefs when it comes to acting and this role in particular. So yes, it's very layered. It's not just a little thing about being insensitive. It's not something about just having fans have their way. This ain't no bully campaign. This is an awareness campaign. I am trying to get people aware of what you're missing and what you're doing if Marvel ends up going with this and you co-sign along with it. That's what this is about. Y'all got me on a rant again. I'm sorry. Speaking of which, let's get to some positive news. Come through, Netflix. Come through. Just some positive news out here. Netflix has set up a $5.4 million Chadwick Boseman scholarship at his alma mater, Howard University. Come through, Netflix. I just wanted to bring that up because, I know we kind of dragged Netflix a little bit earlier, the colorism and all that stuff. I'm with this. Marvel, you have 24 hours to respond. 48 hours, 72. How long do they need to cut the check? Where Anthony Mack at? Cut the check. I'll wait. Chadwick Boseman he did one movie for Netflix. Marvel, where y'all at? This is something you could brag about. I want Marvel to brag about this. I want Marvel to be like, hey, you know what? Chadwick meant so much to us. We donated X amount of money for this. Hey, when the Black Panther comes out, we're gonna do what we did last time and pay for theaters for people to go watch the movie. Like, don't you try and cash in on his death. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all better put up a charity. Y'all better put up some donations. Y'all better. Yo move, Netflix. Marvel, my bad. Yo move. I'm very, very proud of Netflix for that. Shout out to them. I like to give people credit, where credit is due. and they're gonna get the criticism where it is due as well. Well. All right, just we oh, man. I told y'all this episode was gonna be on point with this. Well, here's the next thing. Oh man, we got this the two topics now, two hot topics. Y'all girl is at it again. Which one of y'all is responsible for watching over Letitia Wright? I just don't understand why people don't want to protect the bag. Isn't there a song with that with the new rappers or something like protect the bag? You got to protect the bag. Man, she has been criticized for no, I'm sorry, not even that. Nope, wrong one. Reportedly, she has been promoting controversial anti-vaccine views on the Marvel set. Yes. So, according to a report in the Hollywood Reporter, she was Black Panther Wakanda Forever star Letitia Wright was singled out for publicly sharing anti-vaccine ideals online. The report elaborated on Wright's opposition to the COVID-19 vaccine, stating that a set source on Black Panther 2 production claims that Wright was espousing her views about the COVID-19 on set in Atlanta. Whew. The Hollywood Reporter explained that this is likely in response to Disney's new company-wide sticker system that requires proof of an individual's COVID-19 vaccination status. Basically, they're putting stickers on people. This stipulation was part of the agreement between the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers and Hollywood's unions that allow the industry to keep running and during the ongoing pandemic. The new guidelines state that Disney will require a wristband to identify a fully vaccinated individual. Those who are not fully vaccinated against COVID will not wear a wristband. Wow. Okay, there's some layers to this. There's some layers to this too. Okay. Let me I don't even know where to start with some of this. First of all, let me get to the first part because I think this ties into the very first segment that we talked about earlier on, right? I'm not here to talk about government, what government should do, overreach. I'm not going to get into the politics with you. I got my views. You can have your views. I don't care. That's not the issue. Disney is a private company. Disney can do what they want to do. You can't sit here and let's just say, even if you were of the political ideology of small government, like you believe in small government and you believe that businesses should do what they want to do, well, private businesses are going to do what they want to do. Disney, private business, is going to do what they want to do. Now, I don't personally like that. I don't personally like the idea because I think that we're in a messed up situation no matter how you cut it. I don't like the idea of forcing everyone to get vaccinated if they don't want to. I don't really care for that. I understand it, but I don't like it. I understand how we've come to this. You have to understand, if we didn't have people throwing a hissy fit over minor things like, I don't know, social distancing or putting on a mask, we wouldn't have to get to the point where governments or cities or companies would have to do these mandates. So that's a whole nother conversation. So I don't really like the fact that we're even in that situation to mandate things anyway. But at the same time, because Disney is a private company, they do have the right to do these certain things that they believe at the end of the day will protect the public, or in this case, their employees. Because even if you want to talk about personal liberties, even if you want to talk about personal freedoms, you are entitled to that until your personal civil liberties impact other people. The moment anything with you infringes on me or somebody else, we got to stop that right there. The second what I'm doing infringes on you, I got to stop what I'm doing. That's the thing. Everybody can stay in their little personal bubble, but the second your bubble touch my bubble, no, we got a problem. Don't touch my bubble. Okay, that's how rights work. That's how liberties work. So I understand where she is coming from. I understand if Disney's out there making you wear a wristband, basically isolating non-vaccinated people. I totally understand where the sister is coming from, because she has, for a while now, and I've let me see, I got this here. She had come under fire not too long ago for sharing an anti-vax video, and this video was pretty problematic, mainly because not only was it like discouraging people from getting the vaccine, and this was like at the height of the pandemic when things were really, really bad, but that video also had like transphobic and all these other problematic things as well. So it was definitely a problem. The first time she did it, look, she took a little break. They told her like, yo, we're going to need you to log off. She took a little break. She took some time, but now she's back at it again, doing the same thing on set. Now, this is, and I'm going to get to y'all comments, so I apologize if I miss anybody. The problem here is the fact that you are working for a private company. You have every right to your own opinions and feelings and so on, and your views. Do you want to work for them or not? That's the real question. This is the whole Gina Carano thing all over again. She has every right to have whatever views she wants, whether it's Letitia, Gina, whoever. But if you're working for a company and you know the company feels this way, and you go out there and say something else, don't be surprised if they let you go, because they got every right to fire you too. I'm just saying, like, you have to know when to turn it on and off. That's all. Like, look, my job, they don't play. They are very, very, they're at the forefront with all this COVID stuff or whatever. Even if I had personal disagreements, I'm not talking about that at the office. I'm not sharing those views at work. Actually, I do. I don't care. But that's like during the lunch break, off campus, something like that, whatever. But, I'm going to understand the fact that my place of employment feels a certain way, and I have to weigh my personal choices or my employment. Which one matters more? Maybe she doesn't care to be employed with Disney no more. Maybe because it was also reported that she fired her American PR agents or her publicity team. So now she's only operating on the UK PR side of things or whatever. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I don't know. The fact that I think for Disney, they was like, it's already bad enough that y'all are in the situation that y'all are in with Black Panther 2 and Chadwick being gone. Y'all already don't even have your franchise player. Y'all don't have the main central character. And now the one character that is supposed to take a step up, the actress is putting herself in jeopardy. I've told y'all this many times. Disney does not play around with their image. They don't care about what your personal views are. But the moment this stuff becomes public, the moment it might affect their image, you got to go. I don't know if that's going to get her fired or not. I think Disney at this point is going to be on a watch and see, wait and see type of approach. But this is the second time. I told y'all, she already was in the news. She already caused a stir. And now she's back at it. Come on, baby. What are you doing? Ooh, my goodness. So, I don't know. I'm not rooting for. Oh, hold on. Ooh, hold on. Excuse me. What do I have on? Hold on. That's the messed up thing about going live. You just got some random stuff. Sorry. I don't know if Disney's gonna get rid of her. I'm not rooting for her to be fired. I'm rooting for her to be smarter. I want her to be smarter about this because even this whole recast T'Challa thing, I've never ever had anything against Shuri. If anything, I've said like, yo, we should give Shuri her own show so we can pump her up and amplify her the same way we did for Falcon. Wasn't nobody checking for Falcon until the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. Nobody cared about Falcon like that. My man got a whole series and a shield, and he still can't fight. That's completely irrelevant. I don't even know why I added that in there. But when it comes to Shuri anyway, it's like she definitely could have used that, further exposure and go ahead and pay the woman. You know what I'm saying? Pay the sister. But it's real hard to cheer for you when you sitting here not securing the bag. I just don't understand why she don't like money. I don't get it. I don't understand. Let's get to these comments here. Tank, thank you so much. David Washington will kill it as T'Challa. The man can act. It's in his blood, and his uncle is Sam Jackson. Come on, Marvel. Listen, I have no problem with that. That is slam dunk choice to me. I've already told y'all my other picks, but yes, I'm down with it. Well, yeah. She ain't. Well, well. Frigga, thank you so much. Shuri, come here. Let me talk to you. Listen, somebody gonna listen. Frigga, go ahead and pull it out. Go ahead, because I just don't understand why you messing up the bag. Like, I don't you messing it up. I don't understand. So sorry if I missed anybody's comments. I do apologize. Diane, thank you so much. Studios lose money if an unvaxxed actor gets COVID and they have to shut down the set. Yeah, they do. And that's why, what did we just see? This was an agreement between, what did they say? The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers and the Hollywood unions. These are the people that are protecting, because the producers are just like the executives. But at the same time, the union, the Hollywood union, those are the people that like are there for the actors. They came together. The studios and the actor unions came together to be like, you know what? We doing this to protect everybody else. I'm not mad at that. I understand they do have to do what they got to do. But like I said, you just got to be smarter. If you know your place of employment, just don't mess with it. Just be quiet. Go to your trailer and have that conversation. Don't be doing that stuff out loud. It's just not, it's kind of like, no, I don't even want to give that example. It's just do better. Please do better. Please, man. Please. Out here messing it up. Come on now. All right, let's go. My man Mike. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm already drunk. Dang, that quick, though. And we still watching, but I can't focus. But I'm still waiting on Dave Chappelle. Sorry, bro, but it's Friday. I understand. Dave Chappelle is right after this. Don't worry, bro. We're gonna get to it. Let's see. Thank you so much. Frigga's belt. Let's go. People segregated for reasons they can't control, like race, is not the same as keeping a deadly disease from spreading. Stop the BS. This is facts. There was absolutely no reason for it. I don't know where that comment came from, but if anybody is trying to compare segregation and race to a virus, a disease, it's not the same thing. One is very superficial. The other one is like empirical facts. The virus is a problem regardless. Race, nah, that was superficial BS for sure. But thank you for that comment. Let's go. Bad A 9000. Let's go. This movie is really going through a rough time. Listen. Whew, man. It's like, recast T'Challa or not, I don't want this movie to fail. Like, I told you, I want every comic book movie to be successful. I want all of this stuff to work. I don't know. People just don't want nice things. I don't know why Letitia don't like nice things. I don't know. Give me her check. Listen, I'll go play Shuri. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that. But thank you anyway. Let's see. Aleve, thank you so much. I understand. I was an event manager in Cleveland during the first debate. Oh, okay. We had weekly meetings telling us to leave our opinions at home. See? Yeah. And that's the thing. Listen, that's just what you have to do at a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a job, you just have to read the room. You know what I'm saying? Just read the room, understand where you at, understand what you're doing. That's all. That's all. Just understand, protect your peace, protect your employment, secure the bag, and you can still have your own opinion. Both can happen. Just saying. My goodness, my goodness. My man Buzz with the contribution. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I don't know where it is, but you know, yeah. Let's see. Do we have any more? I think I saw somebody else. Hold on. I got one more here. My man Ernest, let's go. I'm a Christian and I make no bones about it. All good. However, my job don't pay me to be a Christian. They pay me to work. Yep, that's it. And bro, I'm in the same spot with you. I'm a Christian. I have no shame with that. But I'm also not spreading my religious views at work. Now, if somebody asks me a question, yeah, I'll have a conversation, but I'm not going out there evangelizing people at work like that. Like, that's a place for work. There's a time and a place for everything. And I don't know why Letitia just cannot understand the of all places, the Black Panther set ain't the place. I get it. You don't like the wristbands. I understand. Had that conversation after the studio's like, all right, cut. That's a wrap. Go home. Y'all go talk in your trailer. Go have fun somewhere else. Had that talk elsewhere. Oh, my goodness. All right. That's it for that conversation. Now we get to talk about the juicy stuff. Should Dave Chappelle be canceled? Y'all, I don't know if you have heard about it or not. Dave Chappelle has a new special. It is on Netflix. It is called The Closer. And people are already ready to cancel him. Matter of fact, the showrunner for Dear White People, who is a white trans woman, forgive me, I'm really not that good with the terminology, but yeah, they want to boycott Netflix over the transphobic Dave Chappelle special. All right, so I think this is where we have to have a conversation, and maybe I'll get canceled here. This is probably where I get canceled. So I know some of y'all haven't seen it yet, so I won't like spoil it too much. But let me just kind of give you my quick thoughts on it. So I just watched it today. It's only like about an hour or so. Look, I personally am a huge fan of Dave Chappelle. I've been a fan since Killing It Softly. I've watched everything he's ever done. And I think it was pretty funny. In its own right. But the thing is that if you notice Dave Chappelle's style, the way he's done his comedy and the way it's evolved, and keep in mind, I've been watching him since Half Baked, Killing Him Softly. Like, I've been watching this dude for a long time. He has grown into almost like a George Carlin type of comic where it's not so much about the comedy, whereas it's about the message behind it. So you have to understand that with Dave Chappelle now, he would much rather tell you a joke or a story because he wants you to understand the message behind it. He's just using comedy as like a buffer. Okay, it's a buffer. So in this special, he does make a lot of comments about cancel culture. He talks about the hypocrisy in society, and he's critiquing society here. And that's what good comics do. Not all comics have this talent, but good comics do this. He's commenting on he's critiquing on the hypocrisy of society, and he's talking about different groups like the LGBTQ group, whereas they are, according to him, they will exercise a certain level, not all of them, but you know, the ones that he was referring to would exercise a level of privilege and punch down on black folks. His own admission is that he's not transphobic. He jokes that he is, but he's like, yo, that's really not the case. For him, he's like, yo, it's not cool how like we treat race, the way society treats racism is far different than how they treat any issues dealing with the LGBTQ community. Matter of fact, he praised the community because it's been successful, right? The LGBTQ community has been pushing for equal rights. They got it in a lot of ways. They've been pushing for normalcy. They get it in a lot of different ways. Meanwhile, the Black community for centuries are still fighting just for our lives, and it's not a competition. I don't want nobody to take that away and be like, oh, well, Black Lives Matter and gay. It's not a competition. It's really a fact of like, you don't want to take one marginalized group and pit that against another marginalized group. That's the problem, right? Like you want to avoid that. And this all goes into cancel culture. And, this was one of the reasons why I actually wore this shirt today. I have been a huge Kanye West fan. I was a major fan. This is the college dropout, graduation. This was my man. Put the albums on, no skips. Until he started, in my opinion, using his platform to, in my opinion, misinform a lot of people. He was using his platform of over 30 million people or whatever and spitting out things that he's never read, that he's just misinformed about. And for me, the worst thing, I cannot get down with flaunting ignorance like that. Don't show off the world how ignorant you are. Don't show off. Don't sit here and talk about these things when you're not educated on them. And when you have a huge platform and you're talking, you have to make sure that at least you're careful with your words and at least you know what you're talking about. But he, in my opinion, was misusing that. So that's why I kind of, I made this little Thanos snap, like the Kanye I knew faded away. Now, that kind of goes into the whole cancel culture thing, right? A lot of people were canceling. I have not canceled Kanye West. I don't believe in cancel culture. I think cancel culture is fine for extreme situations. Harvey Weinstein is a perfect example for cancel culture. That is someone that we do not need to support. That is someone that was unabasingly just out there being wild and malicious and terrible. He was a human. He's a terrible human being for the things that he's done to other people and the people he's abused or allegedly, whatever, however you want to phrase it. I'm fine with that. But the whole cancel culture thing, it's problematic because it does not actually, at least the way it's put out there, and again, maybe y'all cancel me for this, the way that it's being utilized is problematic because it's almost like taking a buzzsaw on trying to slice a piece of bread, or trying to cut out a bad piece of meat or something. Like, it's like, we need to chill with these things. I am for accountability culture. I am for consequence culture. You do something bad, you will have a consequence. You will be held accountable. But I don't need to cut you off forever, because what happens? We're all human. We're all flawed. We make mistakes. And when we make mistakes, what do we usually want? A second chance. We want an opportunity for redemption. That's why, in my opinion, with Kanye West, when he comes to his senses and he's not out there misusing his brand, I will gladly welcome him back and be a fan and a huge supporter of him. Because I'm more with timeout culture. I'm more on, I'm going to put you over there on timeout. I'm not going to mess with you until you get your act together. That, I think, is much more productive than just outright canceling people because you just don't agree with them and you don't like them. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be entitled to feel how you want to feel. You can feel if you personally want to, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, what is the actual goal? Because if the goal is to actually correct society, and I think that's what we want, I think we actually want people to do better and to be better. Do we not? Is that not the point? So by the time y'all, and I'm not going to spoil it, but by the time you get to the end of this segment of his show, when you watch it, you can see that Dave Chappelle is not trying to put down the trans community by his own volition. And that's my interpretation of how I took it. He's not out there trying to put them down. Now, does he cross the line a couple times? Yes, he does. He crosses the line where he actually says some jokes. He says some things that are obviously jokes, but they can be taken in poor taste. That's fine. My thing is, you don't have to cancel Dave Chappelle. You can hold him accountable, though. You could be like, hey, that was messed up. Okay, now continue. The quickest example I can give you is kind of like if I was trying to tell you, not to do something. I'm trying to tell you, like, hey, you know what? Smoking is bad for you, right? But when I'm telling it to you, I'm cussing at you. I'm like, hey, that mother effing that cancer stick is going, it's going to kill you. I'm just cussing at you. And rather than you taking the message of me looking out for your health, you're more focused on my cuss words. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening right now in this culture right now. I think people are more triggered by the jokes that he made in jest. And I'm not saying they were good. I'm not saying they were bad. I'm just saying the jokes are superficial. The jokes that he makes are superficial at best. And he acknowledges that. You can tell when he talks about, like, the rape or molestation and all that stuff. Yeah, it's clearly a joke. You don't have to laugh at it. You don't have to. And if you do, okay, whatever. That's your personal sense of humor. But that's not the point. The point is not the joke. The point is the underlying message. And he is very clear at the end of the day what he says. And again, I don't want to ruin the spoiler, or I don't want to spoil the ending, but the very last thing that he says I thought was so critically important. And anybody who is like outright trying to cancel him, just outright, I feel like you just proved his point. I feel like if you just want to cancel him because the jokes were offensive, I get it. You're entitled to your sensibilities, but you are missing the point. And the point at the end of the day is, if we're trying to be a better society, we're trying to make people better, we shouldn't cut off the people that are willing to be better and to do better, and the people that are willing to have a conversation. We should not be cutting people off. We should not be canceling people that are seeking to better themselves, right? There are people out there, let's say you say something homophobic, and let's just say it was based off of ignorance. You should be criticized. You should be held accountable. But do we throw you out in the wolves, or do we give you an opportunity when you want to educate yourself? You want to redeem yourself. Do we keep the door closed? No, because we wouldn't want that to happen to us. Treat others the way we want to be treated. I would hate if I made a mistake and y'all just shut me out forever and never gave me a chance to apologize, never gave me a chance to redeem myself. I would hate that. Wouldn't y'all? If you made a mistake, or if you said something wrong, or you said something in the past, society done changed, and then somebody called you out on it, wouldn't you want an opportunity to be like, oh man, that was messed up. I'm a different person now. Hey, don't judge me off of this. So for me, I'm like, yo, if you want to criticize and hold Dave Chappelle accountable, I'm not saying you shouldn't. Absolutely, you should. And I think he would be 100% willing to, he's open to that. He says that. As Marcus pointed out earlier, he has a conversation and a relationship, or he had a relationship with a trans person, and that changed his perspective. That one interaction, that one relationship changed his perspective. However, that person didn't cancel him. They worked with him. They talked with him. Now, I'm not saying that, just because you have that one trans friend, all of a sudden you have a pass to do whatever you want. What I'm saying is, when you look at like organizations like GLAAD, and all these other, LGBTQ organizations, my problem is the fact that they out here talking about boycotting. They talking about canceling Netflix. They talking about doing all these extra things rather than reaching out to him when he's basically said, I'm here. Not in a confrontational way. He's like, yo, I'm here. I mean, no disrespect to y'all. I'm here. Why is your first step not, hey, what you said was messed up, but let's have a conversation? And maybe you don't feel like it's your right to have the conversation. Maybe you don't have to, because look, I can tell you this right now. As a Black person, it's tiring sometimes educating non-Black people about racism. I totally get that. And I can understand for LGBTQ people, maybe it's a similar thing. However, again, this goes back to the bigger thing. What is the goal? What are we trying to do? Do we want society to be better? Do we want people to be better? Well, we can't do that if we just throwing people out. And here's the other problem. And I'm sorry if there are a lot of comments and I'm missing, my bad. Here's the other problem. We live in such a divided society nowadays that when you do these extreme actions like boycotting, canceling, and guess what happens? All you do is embolden the other side. This man, the day after all that stuff was happening, he gets a standing ovation amid the controversy. And he's like, yo, if this is what being canceled is, I love it. He went and did another show right after that Netflix special, and he got a standing ovation. So what is gained here? You just riled people up. You got people mad at Dave Chappelle. You want to cancel him. And then you got people cheering for him. But in between all of that, nobody's having a conversation to talk. And that's where I'm coming from. If you want to cancel Dave Chappelle, if you want to root for him and you support what he's saying, where's the common ground? Where's the conversation so that we can bridge that together? He is bringing up valid critiques about society. His critiques are valid. I agree. You might not agree with the approach. His swearing, his jokes, I get that. Some of those really do cross the line. But where is the middle ground? Because at the end of the day, where are we going to go? Clearly, Dave Chappelle's not getting canceled. Clearly, that's not going to be a thing. He's going to do more specials. He just is. But until there's an actual open conversation about the conversation or the topics that were discussed, no real movement is going to happen. There's not going to be any traction. There's not going to be any growth. There's not going to be any acceptance. There's not going to be any understanding. And the problem that I have is the fact that he actually extended that olive branch. Yes, it's in the midst of some crap that he said, but people, I mean, he still left that door open to be like, let's talk. So, cancel culture, y'all ready to talk? Or are you just going to cross your arms and just be mad and stomp your feet and walk away? Because guess what? That's not going to stop him. As you can see, that's not going to help. Is it your responsibility to do that? I'm not going to put that on folks. But I'm asking the question, what do you want? Because cancel culture does not work. It's not that effective when we apply it on too many things. I think we need to reserve that trump card. Look, cancel culture should be like that big joker in spades. Okay? Save that sucker for the end. You don't play that card to the very end. You don't need that for everything. You want to teach a lesson? You want to teach a society everything? Have the conversation. Educate. Criticize. Hold accountable. Give consequences. But you ain't got to pull out the big joker every single time. It's clearly not always going to work. And apparently, this controversy, the crazy thing, I guarantee you, if you haven't seen the show, you're probably going to want to see the show now to see what all the hype is all about. It's just like Venom. It's a car crash. It's messed up. It's jacked up. But you want to see how bad it is. And you might end up liking it. Man, look at how that came full circle. Man. Okay, I am so sorry if I missed y'all comments. I'm going to try and get them. I know YouTube probably already deleted some. I apologize. Let's go, my homie Diane. Hell no, Dave Chappelle should not be canceled. He was telling a joke. Get over it. Quit being so sensitive. Yeah, well, that is, look, I've said People could feel how you're entitled to your feelings, but you got to keep the bigger picture in sight. You always have to keep the bigger picture, which is, what do you want? Do you want people to learn? Do you want people to act better? I don't think cancel culture is the answer. I've said timeouts. I've said throw some consequences, throw them criticisms, but it's only going to go so far. And yeah, I don't know. If you're not even willing to talk, I don't see what you're going to accomplish. Zia, thank you so much. What is going on? They're only canceling him because it's Dave, and Dave already won this year, so now people are taking comedy too seriously. Yeah. I'm not terribly upset about that. Yeah. My man Buzz back at it. Did Netflix not know who they hired? Netflix knew fully well. Come on now. Netflix knew fully well. Come on now. What? Netflix knew exactly what they were getting into. Why do you think Netflix gave him, remember the Chappelle show that they put on Netflix, and Dave did not have the rights to it, and he was not getting paid for that, for the Chappelle show, and he did a whole special, and he was talking about how messed up it was and how bogus it was, and guess what? Netflix was like, ooh, we want Dave to come back, because every time he dropped a special, we get money and subscribers. Let's break him off. Look, they took Chappelle's show off. My man actually got the rights back to the show, and now you got the new special. They know where the money resides. Netflix ain't dumb. They know. All right. Thank you so much, Buzz. Eden, let's see. They can't cancel Dave Chappelle. This man walked away from $50 million and got his rights back to the Chappelle show. Long live the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's listen, he makes some very valid criticisms. And again, this is one of those things where you just, and the closest I can compare it to is like swearing, right? Like, you know how some people are just, they just don't like swear words, like if you just come in there and and they be like, oh my God, like stop. It's like, I get your sensitivity to the language, but they could be still telling you, they could be telling you like, your house is on fire. Get out of the house. That's on fire. Are you going to trip over the cuss words? Or are you going to get out this house that's on fire? You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shaun, let's go. Still heavy. Now play. We got a dollar. All right, let me see. Let's see what we got. I think we did. Man, hey, NBC, leave me alone. Don't dock me for this. I know I'll be getting docked for this now. I don't like it, but we got to do it for the people.
We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. We got a dollar. Hey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see what else we got. Kid, let's go. Kid Mello. Dave is the GOAT. If you don't like his comedy, then don't watch it. No need to boycott. That's a little excessive. It's just jokes, and that's just my opinion. Love you, E-Man, bro. Longtime fan. Thank you so much. See, now here's the thing. I do want to point out, because I understand both sides, right? I understand that it's just jokes, but it's just jokes until it affects you, right? I'm not a part of the LGBTQ community, but I could imagine, and I don't want to devalue what they say when they say like, hey, jokes like this or words like this bring harm to us. I don't want to devalue. I don't want to take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Just because it doesn't affect me, just because it's not something I resonate with, right? So I want us to still give them the same level of respect, even if it doesn't immediately affect us, right? So I get it. Maybe it doesn't affect you or me. Maybe it is funny to me and you or to other people. But if other people are feeling sensitive about it, they can feel that. We don't need to police opinions and feelings. That's the last thing. We are all entitled to our own feelings, right? But like I said, like to me, I can laugh at a joke, and at the same time, I could be like, ooh, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know. My brain is a little different. I can do two different things, and whether that's a conflict for other people, I understand. It is what it is. And over time, maybe it doesn't become funny. Maybe we do become more empathetic, and because I know for a fact the things I used to laugh at in the 90s, I don't laugh at those things today. It happens. We evolve sometimes, and sometimes we do get oversensitive about things too. But at the end of the day, we just all got to respect each other. That's the most important thing. We just have to be respectful and have conversations and have you know what I'm saying, like understanding. That's it. We need that understanding. Let's go. I am Christian. We have to listen to what he is saying. I agree, E-Man, and be willing to have the convo. That's all. I think, listen, like I said, criticize Dave all you want. Hold him accountable all you want. You don't need to shut somebody out if they are willing to actually be taught, if they're willing to listen, if they're willing to change. And even in that same sense, you too should be willing to listen back, because they might have, you can't sit here and think that just because you say one thing that's it and you all good. That's like us listening to Killmonger. You know what I'm saying? That's like, we can't just sit here and be like, oh yeah, Killmonger said because he's black, we should just empower all black people with weapons and let them take over the world and become the new oppressors. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I'm with you with the no oppressors thing, but y'all not about to turn into the oppressors back. Like that. This is why the listening has to go both ways. You got to listen and be like, yes, oppression is bad, but more oppression is not good. Anyway, you gotta balance it out. You gotta balance. What do they say? Listen to understand. Don't listen to argue. Listen to understand. I don't know, man. Somebody said it's smarter than me. Let's go. The Tunas, thank you so much. I hate cancel culture. Even became a thing. It has now become a joke in itself. I mean, that's the thing. Like, when you overuse it, it loses its impact. Because, like I said, when it came out for Harvey Weinstein, I was for it. I was like, yeah, dude is trash. Get rid of him. That's it. But I mean, you talking about like decades of allegedly raping folks and having all these other illegal things going on, pressuring people. That's a problem. Yes, some people need to be canceled. But again, you cannot put that application on everything. Like, somebody said something 15 years ago. This person already done changed. This person already done did a whole bunch of different things in their life. And we still talking about something from 15 years ago when we all were saying similar things. Come on now. We can't do all that virtual signaling like that. Come on now. I know for a fact I was saying offensive words in the past because it was the norm in society. I don't like it. I'm not proud of it, but I accept the fact that was the past. And I've changed. I don't say those words anymore. I don't joke like that anymore. That's called growth. That's called maturity. And as a society, hopefully, we all do that. And we have to accept that. Don't nobody want to go back to our 20s or our our high school years and look back at what we said. Man, if social media existed back when we was teenagers, when we was kids, we'd all be screwed up. I'm just saying, we'd all be screwed up. Oh, man. Thank you so much, the Tuners. My man, Just My Opinion Reviews. Thank you so much, brother. Brandon K. Avery in the house, y'all. Let's see. What's up, everyone? Dave Chappelle rules. Cancel Bob Chapek. Now listen, there go some cancel right there. That's the can. I can get down with that cancel right there. There you go. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my brother right there. Just My Opinion Reviews. Y'all can find his channel on my favorite channels list. And yes, that is definitely where y'all need to go for sure. Thank you, brother. I appreciate the contribution. My man Mike back at it. Let's see. That's your boy breaking down Bears again. That's what he does. Yeah. That's the thing. It's one of the reasons why I respect Dave Chappelle. Listen. I will hold Dave Chappelle accountable for certain jokes that cross the line. Like, I think it was the Macaulay Culkin, Michael Jackson thing. Like, that was kind of over the line. I was like, bro, like, I know the joke you were going for. I get it. You could have saved that one. You know what I'm saying? I can hold him accountable for certain things. Joking about rape and stuff. It's a little world. But at the same time, I also understand where his overall message is going. Y'all, we just need nuance. We need nuance. Point out the bad, acknowledge the good, separate it, and let's just get to a better place. That's all. Let's just get to a better place. All right, let's see. What else do we have? I am Christian. Let's see. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, near the town Dave references all the time in the stand-ups. It must be the white folks out there he's tripping on. Listen, hey, he actually acknowledged it. I don't want to spoil it. He tells y'all in the stand-up, he is very clear. He tells y'all what his actual problem is. I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much. I am Christian. Urban Vision, let's go. Can't cancel a man who is all ready to burn the whole barn at the moment's notice. Yeah, I mean, if a guy was ready to walk away from 50 million, I don't know what you think you about to cancel. And as from his own admission, he's already rich. So I don't know. Like, and by the way, y'all know that Netflix already paid him, right? Like, canceling Netflix. Dave is good. He's fine. He's not hurting for money. He can retire today and still be, in my opinion, the GOAT at this point. So I don't know. So much. Cameron, thank you so much. Let me wait, I think I got it. The joke on white feminism in Hollywood was brilliant. Yes, it was. I actually really did enjoy that. Thank you so much for that comment and for your support. Let me see. Okay, I think I am. Wait, nope. I thought I was caught up. Oh my gosh. Okay. My man Buzz, let's go. Some comedians have a message in their sets. Dave Chappelle, DL Hughley, Eddie Griffin, etc. Just like you've already said, catch the message. Yeah, that's very true. Like, you have to kind of know, and you know, George Carlin was the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually, you know, had a message when he was talking and stuff, and he did not hold back. He let you know what he was thinking. But yes, you are on point as always, Buzz. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Listen, I'm almost losing my voice here. I'm gonna put this up here if y'all want to do this. I was gonna do an Ask Me Anything, but I'm getting a little tired, to be honest with you. It's already almost 2 hours, and I keep telling y'all talk for 2 hours straight. Talk for 2 hours straight and see how that goes with you. Oh my gosh, y'all, we got 370 people in the building. Please, let's get them likes up. But I am going to do this because I did promise it last time. If y'all want to have this conversation, we can definitely do this. We can do Venom spoiler talk. Do y'all want to talk about this? I mean, if y'all want to talk about it, that's fine. What I will do is, for some of y'all, I will talk to y'all about, because some people didn't know what I was referring to in my spoiler-free review. She said, for what? Listen, because people wanted to know. People wanted the Venom spoiler talk. Okay, listen. So while this is up, we're going to talk spoilers real quick. If y'all got questions, feel free to throw them in. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all what my issues were from beginning to end. But I'm not gonna make it too long because we're not about it. Venom will not control my life. I promise you that. Let me see. What did I say in my review? I'm looking at my review. Yes, I did like the whole bond between them. Okay, so yeah, all right. Venom having this little conversation with Eddie Brock, that was cool. I was fine with that. They still milked it from the first movie. Clearly, they were running out of material, in my opinion. It just was not going anywhere, and I thought it was just kind of whack. But it was like one of the best parts. I did like the actual fighting when Venom was fighting Carnage at the end. I actually liked that. I thought that it was a wasted opportunity because they already gave us a symbiote and symbiote. I don't know why they call it symbiote. So stupid. They had a symbiote versus symbiote fight in the first movie. So to do it again just kind of felt like, y'all just gonna do this again? Like, y'all couldn't think of nothing else? And they gave Riot, the other symbiote in the first movie, like an axe and everything. And I'm like, that should have been for Carnage. And y'all wasted it. Oh, y'all wasted it on this random no name that don't nobody care about. So that was my biggest issue, but at least they cleaned it up and it looked decent. Let's see. The writing was stupid. Let's see. What did I say? The comic book reference. So the comic book reference I was talking about, was Lethal Protectors. Lethal Protectors was basically another spinoff for Venom, where they actually started giving Venom in the comic books his own storyline. Like he wasn't just a mean old mad Eddie Brock. It was actually Venom and Eddie Brock kind of working together, and they were out there. They were working for Shield too, and they were just like an anti-hero. That's kind of the energy Sony wanted to do without Spider-Man. I think they dropped the ball with that. But my thing with the whole like Lethal Protectors, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then they was like, yeah, Lethal Protectors. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we got it. They said that stuff so much. I was like, man, if this was a drinking game, folks would just get drunk out here. Like, stop. Well, y'all couldn't think of nothing else. Like, drop the hint, and that's cool, but like you ain't gotta keep milking it. It was so stupid. What else did they do? The character development was whack. Shriek was wasted. Why do you have somebody like Naomi Harris, fantastic actress, and she's out here acting just like she was in Pirates of the Caribbean, as Calypso? I'm like, for what? And why did she change her motivation? You mean to tell me that you was a psycho killer from the jump? Okay, you was a psycho killer. Oh, I'm sorry, you was a mentally challenged person or whatever with Carnage, and y'all go on this killing spree for the whole time. Y'all killing cops, y'all killing police officers, y'all killing innocent people, y'all doing all this stuff. But then once you get to like, I don't know, Carnage was about to kill the detective, or no, he was going to kill the girl, Michelle Williams' character. That's when you're going to be like, stop, that's enough. Stop, I don't want to do this no more. Stop, this is too far. This is bad writing. That's what bad writing is. When you jump skip motivations and all of a sudden people who are killing everybody left and right, and then all of a sudden they don't want to kill no more. What? Like, stop. Dumb. What else? Yeah, they didn't give Michelle Williams anything really with her character. She was just there just for like the fun of it. And I think she just wanted to be whatchamacallit, the female Venom again. That was all. It was yeah. I mean, it had the whole psycho killers, type of feel to it, but the execution was just terrible. It was just bad. It had all the potential to be good. They just didn't care to follow through. And even Venom, y'all, why was Venom the way he was? See, now here's the thing. At least in the comics, in the cartoons, we understood the motivations with Venom. And just to give you a little quick story. So basically, Spider-Man had the black suit. The symbiote jumped on Eddie Brock. The symbiote hated Spider-Man because Spider-Man rejected him. Eddie Brock hated Peter Parker. The symbiote told Eddie Brock who Peter Parker and Spider-Man were the same. So they had a mutual enemy. Then eventually, boom, they make Carnage. Guess what? Carnage and Venom both hated Spider-Man, and they both were going at it. They were tag teaming. They were whooping Spider up. And sooner or later, Carnage was feeling himself a little too much. And because he was feeling himself too much, even Venom was like, hey, like you out here just killing folks just for no reason. Like, you got to chill. And Carnage was like, chill, nothing. Because Carnage is based on the character of the Joker. He's just pure chaos. He's anarchy. And because of that, that was pushing Venom to the point where like, okay, I got to stop you now. And guess what? Venom got washed. Venom got washed by Carnage because Carnage was just naturally stronger than him. None of this stuff is built up in this movie. And that's why I'm sitting there. I'm like, even if you're not going to copy the same story, I get that. At least give us the motivations. At least don't just be like, oh, I made a symbiote, baby spawn or whatever. They just want to kill me. Lazy writing. This is why I tell y'all, stop making excuses for bad stuff. Call it bad. Have fun with it if you want to, but stop making excuses for it. That is lazy writing. There's no excuse. There's no reason. There's no rhyme or reason as to why Carnage is the way he is. Yes, we get it. He's psychotic. Why does he hate Venom then? Why doesn't he just go on a killing spree and just do what he wants? It begs too many questions. This is why I said don't go in there trying to think. Don't watch Venom trying to think. Because if you think about these things, it's not going to make sense. And you're going to start realizing how terrible the writing is. This is basic. You don't have to have Oscar award-winning stuff with this. Just make it make sense. I'm like, yo, can we just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And they out here like 1, 2, A, B, X, Y, X, raise the apostrophe S. What are y'all doing? Andy Serkis is a joke. I'm sorry. He did his thing with Mowgli. I was cool with that. I actually was excited to see him coming back in here, but it was the very last scene that made me just kind of like lose it with him. And it was the one with the detective where unless you're a comic book fan and you're a comic book reader, you probably wouldn't notice because the movie doesn't tell you this. It doesn't really give you a good indicator at all. But basically the detective at the very end, while he's fighting Shriek, not Carnage, but he's fighting Shriek, he becomes Toxin. Toxin is another symbiote that comes from Carnage, and basically that's a whole nother character and a whole nother story. Why couldn't y'all just have one scene where we see some of the blood or we see something on it? Like, make it a little bit more deliberate. Just all we saw were his eyes turn blue or something. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, did he go blind? Did something happen? Like, what happened? And I'm telling you, and I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just missed it. And I try to make sure if it's just me. People in the theater around me was like, what just happened? What was that? What was it? And I'm like, if you have multiple people in the theater not knowing what the hell you just did, and I had to go read in a comic book what just happened about this character, you did a bad job editing. You didn't do a good job in connecting the pieces for the majority of people that are not comic book fans. And let me tell you something. Everybody's not a comic book reader that goes to watch these movies. They don't make all this money only on comic book fans. Comic book readers is a very small niche. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not the biggest population of people. That's why all these movie studios, especially Marvel Studios, they don't make movies for comic book fans. They throw us an Easter egg, a reference, because they know we'll get excited and we'll talk about it. But they make these things for people that have never picked up a comic book. So if this movie is supposed to educate us about symbiotes, educate us about like just everything around that world, the least you could do is just show us these things a little bit clearer. And they dropped the ball with that. So those were my main issues with Carnage, with this whole thing. I felt Carnage was wasted as a character. I felt like he could have definitely been built up better. I think they could have. I didn't even like the ending, and it is comic book accurate that Venom eats Carnage. It is accurate, so I give him points for that. But I just don't like the fact that he went and killed Cletus and all this stuff. Like, they did all that just for a punchline, just for a joke. Forget this mother effer. For a joke, for a chuckle, for a ha ha ha. Y'all can have this movie. I'm sorry, y'all can have it. I mean, I see all the potential wasted going down the toilet, and that's why I just can't mess with it. That's all. I believed in Venom. I believed in it, and they messed it up, in my opinion. Let's see what we got. Mumbo Jazz, let's go. Carnage did attack Shriek also, so I get the change of motivation. Otherwise, it sucked. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah. He attacked her like after she was like, "Stop it. It's enough." Why'd she change her motivation? Why was that the line and not, I don't know, 4 or 5 police officers that they were blowing up along the way? Why was that the line and not the innocent people they were just killing along the way? Why was that the line? Please don't make excuses for this movie. Please don't. But we cannot do this. We cannot do this. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why. When we make excuses for bad movies, this is why we can't have nice things. Let me get this before I go. Let me get this. Yeah. My man, Famous J. Let's go. Most disappointing movie of the year, Venom 2 or Fast and the Furious 9. Yikes. Oh. 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 I don't know. My head hurts. I don't want this question. I'm done. Y'all gonna have to answer this for me. Like if you told me I had to watch one of these movies, I'm gonna just be like, can I just give you money not to? Like, I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to y'all with this. I can't. I don't know. I can't do this. I don't know. Y'all vote. Y'all vote. I'm done. I'm at my limit. Thanks, Famous J. You have blown my mind in the worst way. My brain done, like, y'all see the little my brain done fried. I'm done. I can't figure this out. Y'all let me know. Thanks, Famous J. Y'all let me know which was worse, Venom 2 or Fast 9. Betty, okay, all right. If I had to do a giveaway for a DVD, which one y'all want? Y'all want Venom 2 or y'all want the F9 DVD collector's edition with all the extended cut? I don't know. Shaun, thank you so much. Enjoyed myself as always. Thank you for being you. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate all 300 plus of y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm done tonight. Man, can I get some dinner? Is it too late? Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock my time out here. I am done. Thank y'all so much for making this live. Hey, we made up for for next Friday. Like I said, I might not be here next Friday. It's gonna be time for Mrs. E-Man. We gotta, I gotta do that thing for her. So my gosh. I'm gonna read y'all comments to see where y'all at with this, because I don't know what this. I can't answer that question. Bury me in the sea next to all the other people that jumped and didn't want to watch this movie. That's where I want to be. All right, y'all. Peace, love. Please go wash your hands. Be safe out there. Be informed. Do your research. Don't look stuff up. Be kind. Talk to people. Don't cancel folks. Hold them accountable. Recast T'Challa. Y'all already know what it is. Thank you so much for holding it down. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I cannot tell y'all how much this always means to me. Thank you so much. But don't worry, stay tuned. We'll be in touch. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do something very soon. So y'all have a good night. Hope you enjoyed the show. Shout out to the replay gang as well. Y'all have a good night. Peace.